Team, what is up? How are you all doing? How are you doing? What best? Fright, if you're there, how you doing? Byron, how you doing, my friend? Midnight, what up? Creamer is here. Hey, guys. Oh, a big stretch. Now, yo to you too, sir. Or ma'am. We don't classify here. Now, how is everybody? How is everybody enjoying the launch of Phase 3? Zolda, how are you doing? I'm afraid I think I kicked your ass in, what's the word? In Supreme League last phase. I don't recall if you kicked my ass or I kicked your ass, but one of the two happened. It's all good. Show your Mahira. Is that code for something? Destroyed me. You know, I just got it in the bag. Apex run. Apparently, the Chinese servers are at Apex 200, Matt. So my guess is I will be here for quite a while. Being transparent with you, as you're about to see, I've not done many AFK stages because I have been out. I decided to prioritize going to the gym and taking my lovely girlfriend to a shopping market or a supermarket to, what's the word? To get some chocolate and a chicken for our cats. So yes, I need to push a little bit more. I am nowhere near. But our friend Hammy, and maybe you'll be seeing this screen. Where is it? This screen. That's the wrong screen. This screen. Screen at some point. But for now, let us take this down. There we go. Perfect. And then let me transition into this. All right, cool. Midnight wanted to see... That was a quick stream. I'm surprised somebody hasn't said that already. You wanted to see my Mahira. This is my Mahira. Pretty fucking cool looking, right? I did get the skin and it's so cool. It is very cool, right? She looks very good. I think a lot of the cosmetics are very, very good. This time. Valara retirement tour? Yes, Valara retirement is firmly here. Now, I didn't have enough, what's the word? I didn't have enough Mirage crystals. That's the badger. If any of you have watched my recent videos, you'll see in the background, I was doing some rosy pools and I got to like maybe 180 something out of 210, 183-ish. And then I ran out and I didn't have enough Mirage crystals. This morning with the Battle Pass coming out and also some of the rewards from the anniversary event, I was able to open another 13 or 14, like the what's the word? Rosy jewels. And from that, I got a dupe and I was able to buy the Mahira skin just. I was 300 or like 270 over, but without the dupe, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So yeah, pretty cool. In terms of the rosy set itself, a lot of people have said that that this is amazing, like as in this is really cool. I think this is horrendous. I just think the eyepiece is horrendous. The rest of the set I do think is very good. Like if you take off the eyepiece, this looks very, very cool. Like I think this looks very, very cool. Yeah, that is hey Mind. You like the black set? We're already back. We've been back for like 5 minutes and I'm already not saying words correctly. You went for the Yu-Gi-Oh cosplay, I see. I went for the Yu-Gi-Oh cosplay. I've had my cosplay for a long time. My Yu-Gi-Oh cosplay. Am I cosplaying Yu-Gi-Oh? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm. I don't think I get it. Which character am I? I'm trying to think which character I am. All right, let's run some background. How have you all been, by the way? And Valara retirement tour is probably quite accurate. She hasn't seen much use so far. You've been gone too long? I have. I've been gone quite a while. I've had to use all of my bad my bad elocution somewhere else, I guess. Let me see if I have enough XP. I do. Perfect. I'm 1 level away from 940 on everything. I made the mistake of doing 2 941s, but it is what it is. All right. Okay, so some tips before we go into anything. If any of you have been living under a rock and you don't remember the tip that I gave with regards to the Season Noble path, please make sure you do all 3 of these weekly quests that are possible if you can. Like, if you are capable of doing all 3 of these, you should go ahead and do them. To do the bottom one, you need to be not in first place in Supreme Arena. So whether that means that you're going to just have to set a bad team and get hit by a guildie and then just kind of throw some attacks back at them, completely fine. But make sure that you're doing all of these, because these points will add up. For example, if you miss those 1500, potentially you will get to level 30 slower than me, for example. So there are things that you don't want to miss. This is one of them. So just starting with a little tip that I did give in a video, but I know some of you guys don't always watch everything, which is completely fine. All right, let us go into an AFK stage. Now, I haven't really opened any equipment chests, being transparent with you. So if I need to, I can always dip in and look at my flex slots, but we're nearly up to where I need to start preparing for Apex anyway. By the way, if anybody comes into the chat and what's the word? If anybody comes into the chat and wants to know about charms, I think I've set up a nightbot for the charms, and I've also set up a nightbot for equipment. I think both of those should work. Yeah, there you go. So if anybody does see anybody asking about that and I don't catch it, both of those commands will work today. You feel bad for people who don't have Roland. Yeah, I think Roland has been quite good at Mythic though, so I'm guessing a lot of players will have been able to take him to Mythic at least. Bloody hell. I knew this would happen. With the game's performance with Sunlance Roland, it's just insane. Like, ×4 just makes it so unstable. I mean, it's comical, but it is what it is. Hello? There we go. Some of my friends invested into Lamantis instead. Little lady's not in here. You're all good. Where was she? She's just following you. Oh, my partner just came in looking for the cat. She wasn't in here, and then she just appeared. To be fair, I picked up 1 copy of Lamantis because I actually think he works kind of okay at 1 copy in Titan Reaver. And I managed to get a pretty decent score in Titan Reaver with 1 copy of Lamantis, so I was completely fine. If I start building Bird now, is it even worth it for this season? I don't know, being transparent with you. The reason why I don't know is Bird, theoretically right now, is our main damage dealer. The next Hypergean Celestial release is going to be a Hypergean Warrior. If the Hypergean Warrior is an AFK stage hero and it becomes like a better Baelren, for example, then theoretically we could end up using he or she, I don't know, I haven't seen anything, as our main damage dealer, and then that would make Bird maybe redundant. However, there are 2 things that I would look at. The first is there's a rumor going around, and I have spoken to absolutely no devs, so I can't even tell you that this is maybe something that will happen, that dual AFK stages could make a return, and if that is the case, you're going to need 2 damage carries, 1 for each set. Then the other thing to consider, we had no damage on that on that time, did we? The other thing to consider is going to be, if you look at the types of AFK stages that Bird is good at, for a Hypergean Warrior to be uprooting Sylphira would be quite drastic. So part and parcel, I think that your investment is quite safe, at least for another season, but I don't know beyond that into the Generation 3. I have everyone in my guild, including free-to-play, have Roland ready since they want to... Yeah, a lot of people skipped Sylphira to make sure that they had Roland, which makes complete sense, because if you're not an AFK stage player, Sylphira was kind of like a meh. Sent you something on Discord. I bought 2 growth phase models and did a massive pool session and had incredible luck. Alright, Midnight is sending me some very rude pictures of some pools. Let's have a little gander. I think the most thing that I'm jealous of is your 8 copies of Eve. In fact, the 5 copies of Gwyneth is, like, insane. I did, similar to what you did, Midnight, at the beginning of Phase 2, I had 230 Epic Invitations. I didn't have 267 like you, I had 230. I pulled 1 copy of Gwyneth. Like, my Iron was your Gwyneth kind of vibe. Like, I fell completely flat. So my Gwyn is just terrible. I'm jealous of your Eevee pulls. Panda, how you doing, my friend? You're good? You're at 5 out of 6 to P1 now. Oof. I know that there's the... I'm not saying to do this. I know that there's the select chest coming up that you can utilize. Or, sorry, that's in the trolley right now from the anniversary event. Who does the... in the noble path that we've just had access to, what's the S-level chest give you from that? Does that give you a copy of Gwyneth? I guess not, but it might. I don't know. Where's Matthew? Where are you, by the way, in your AFK stages? Are you at like 2-4, 2-5-0-0? Where are we at? Where are you at? There's a lot of Roland, Beelren, Frieren twins contest teams in the records. Yeah, Beelren. So the good thing about this is Beelren has made slight return. Like, wait. Yeah, he's made like a slight return. There's also a decent amount of, what's the word? Like Perseus, Sylvan, like a wide variety of different things. A P4'd Gwyn today, wow. I've seen a lot of images today, actually, of Paragon 4, what's the word? R4, like weapon 4, Gwyns today, based off that, like, new growth bundle. Another channel, how you doing, my friend? I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm all good. I have this set up as well, so I can say hello to you as well. I will announce right now, at some point during the live stream, yesterday I received some mail from AFK Journey. As you guys may or may not know, I did quite well in the Content Creator Cup for the last season, and this is the stuff that I won in the merch box. So at some point we'll dig through this. I said that I would save it for the live stream, so that was my promise to you guys. I opened it because I didn't know what was inside of it. It was an unmarked box, and yeah, I just wanted to double check that it wasn't something bad. But yeah, it's AFK Journey merch to go along with, you can see it here, Hammy. And this person will hopefully be helping us at some point on some AFK stages. If you've not seen the Hammy plush, this is something that we won in Season 6, Season 5, one of the two. There we go. Alright. I'll turn my ugly mutt off for a bit. There we go. Hello, Yun. How you doing? Oh, no, we lost. We'll look back. 2130, Harash is at. Very cool. Did Matt say where he was? 2546. What a nerd. What a nerd. Anyway, I don't know if what Kai said is true, by the way, with regards to CN being at Apex 200. I haven't seen the official screenshots of it, but I could believe it. Like, I genuinely could believe it. Because VN, if you recall correctly, got to... What was it? They got to... They got to... What's the word? They got to Apex 500 on the first day that Roland came out, which was day 3 for them. I'm good. I reach Apex 900 in VN. Oh my word. It seems we don't have damage for this. I might have to open up a box. Let's have a look. Where is VN right now? I think your question was just answered. I think they're probably around 900-ish. That makes sense, because yesterday you have a screenshot of CN. Very cool. It means that 900... to be fair, that's not that bad. There are so many, like, we're in... So to give you a rough idea of, like, what to expect when it comes to Phase 3, credit to Stapler. I think I'm going to have to open up some chests here. Credit to Stapler. He was able to complete... what was it called? He was able to complete Apex on Pioneer. And it's very rare that that happens. So that was kind of an indication already that Phase 3 would be a little bit lighter on difficulty, which is nice. Like, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I think I'm just going to manual this so I don't have to open up a box. There you go. Ta-da! See, look, Roland and Valara. They are technically best friends together. Don't reset your Valaras. Alright. Matt, I need one more level to rectify my stupidity and get everybody to 940. Oh, cha-cha-cha. Phase 3 easier or Roland just that OP? It's going to be a mix of both. So, Roland is a fantastic character for AFK Stages. However, Phase 3 is slightly easier. It looks like the scaling of the enemies at the highest end of the stages were just slightly easier. I think everyone should pull on Eve rerun banner next week instead of the collab heroes. Honestly, purely for the pajama set is fantastic. I think if you don't have Eve at least S, I think it's worth pulling her to S on the banner rerun. I'm 7 copies of Eve from Paragon 4. I did the Sylvan Eve switch, so I waited to get my Sylvan to Paragon 3, and then I flipped him into Eve, and then I've got 61 copies of Eve saved up. So I need 7 more to Paragon 4 her. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that my lucky flip is Eve. That would be the most ideal scenario for me personally. But we all know that lucky flip is absolute bollocks. So it's not gonna do it. $5.99 for 8 EVs. I feel like I bought that already. VN only reached Apex 300 at day 1. Yeah, oh really? I thought it was Apex 500. I remember somebody with like a picture of 500. Maybe I misinterpreted the 3 for a 5. That could be a thing. We kind of expected Roland to unlock even more AFK stages on day 1. The sad thing is, and some of you guys really like this, and some of you guys don't. So whatever side of the fence you fall on, you have your own opinion, completely fine, and it's completely valid. So don't think that what I'm about to say makes your opinion invalid, because it doesn't. I personally think the amount of AFK stages that are doable in a single day, most of the time, is absurd. I think it's really, really dog shit from the developers. If truly CN are at Apex 200 right now, that would mean 1,100 total stages have been doable today. So you will have had to have played since the word go, which for me would mean that I would have had to stay up from 1 AM to compete. That's just absolute dog shit. Like, genuinely horrendous. And for that reason, that's why I come back to every single time my end result of all of these kind of conversations is why the fuck do first clear rewards exist when you're kind of not gating the progress, but the progress is that wide and it's that extravagant that you have to play for like a 24-hour period. I don't know. I just don't like it personally. But I know some of you guys do. I've got everybody except Bird. Should I follow the all heroes equipment list? If you have Saida, Tan, yes. Follow list number 1. Eevee skin is epic. It is. Eevee's skin is phenomenal. The PJ skin is amazing. Genuinely amazing. Big man, can you take me to floor 12 if you have time? Of course I can. Let me set a piece like this, and then I'll drop out and come get you. Stellar Ascent. Create. I'll put it on my name card, so if anybody else wants to join as well, feel free. What are your thoughts on the 2 new collab heroes being S level? So, first and foremost, I think it's fine because my understanding of the situation is that we will, what's the word? My understanding of the situation is we will have one of them at S level for free. So you'll only then need to invest a handful more kind of diamonds or pools to get it to Supreme Plus. Similar to how we got the A level one to Mythic Plus for effectively free. My understanding is that we're going to get one to at least S for free. So just kind of sounding that out. Now, in terms of what it means for players who were hoping to not pull for the hero and just kind of leave them and get the soul stones for their Himmel, for example, obviously that's a lot worse. Like, that's a lot worse. However, the flip side of that is what JS just said. There is, if you don't like the Digimon stuff, you could pull both of them to Supreme Plus, for example, and then pull duplicates to then invest those soul stones into your free run if you didn't get a chance to Paragon free run. So there is so many ways that you can actually turn this double S level into a benefit, more so than a negative. You're very welcome, Midnight. No problem. What's everybody else's thoughts on the collab in general? Do you like the theme of it? Do you like Digimon? I personally don't, and once again, you're entitled to your own opinion, so all good. I've been thinking about building Auna before Saida if I get enough resources. I'm gonna say that you're probably correct. I actually think that that might be the correct thing to do, Zolda. The reason I say that is Saida is really good. Wait, Zolda, do you have Bird? I guess that's a question for you. Do you have Bird? Somebody said, and stick to me. It's like putting Optimus Prime into the Pokemon universe. That's quite good. If you don't have Bird, maybe Said is a better play for you. I think I would want to look at your account, Zolda, before I make the judgment call. Because I don't know what if you have the opportunity, Zolda, feel free to spell out exactly which Celestial Hypergenes you have. Because that would help me. Because there might be a better alternative to either of them, actually. I will be doing a giveaway at some point this stream, Mark. Yep. In fact, what time are we through? We can do our first. I just timed out. We can do our first giveaway in a little bit. Oop. Try again with a different team. I don't even know what Digimon is. Mind broke. I do not like it's out of place for the game. It's so random. I'm glad that I'm not crazy and I'm not the only person thinking this way. I think it's just absolutely bollocks. Genuinely. I knew it was coming, but I just was like, for fuck's sake. Like, it just feels bad. If they give us soul stones for the A level like they did in previously, all I gotta do is say you can use them as universal. Yeah, so, yes, correct. Right. I know, I really wanted it to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Being really honest, I really wanted it to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, the amount of just stupid ideas that you can have with Yu-Gi-Oh! But at the same time, that too is out of place. Like, it just feels out of place. I would much rather them kind of, I don't know, take some very cool characters. Like, I could see them doing the Assassin's Creed one. They did Assassin's Creed in, what's the word, right? In AFK Arena? I could see them doing the Assassin's Creed one, and that would have worked completely fine. I'm gonna time out to the fucking tree. Let's go again. Dream, does Sylphira work 4 stages with only Supreme plus 15? Ideally, you're really gonna want to get to Supreme Plus. Supreme Plus plus 15 works. But the enhanced force that Bird gives is just so fucking good. You thought it was going to be solo leveling? Can they afford solo leveling? Hey Norley, by the way, how you doing? You all good? Like, can they afford solo leveling? I don't know if they can. We're gonna jump bird over here. Try and get the tree down quickly. There we go. And then we'll just do this and hope that we have the damage. There you go. Dark Magician plus Dark Magician Go would make sense. See, I think if they did... So, given what they're doing with Digimon, I think if they did Yu-Gi-Oh!, they would do Seto Kaiba and, like, Yugi. And then they would be, like, summoning kind of things based on the cards that they play. Another channel. Need Eins? That would be pretty cool. Foresto, Baoren, Aliceth, Mahira, Rainier, Contus, Roland Twins, Aurora, and one copy Kulu / Saida. If I was you, Zelda, I might wait for the Hypergean Warrior that comes out in Season 8. But if you wanted to do something... Like, let's say the Hypergean Warrior theoretically is absolutely trash in Season 8, and you wanted to invest your resources, I think Auna is a good shout for you. It also depends if you care about PvP, though, Zelda. Like, if you care about PvP, Auna is a great pickup in general. But if you don't, then I think Said is probably just better. Turn bird off and hope this does well. Done 2,040 stages so far, very nice. Given that we're in a summoning meta, solo leveling makes sense. It does. I don't disagree with you. I would love to see a Hunter x Hunter or Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online would be pretty cool. I think that would be nice. I would like to see... I know that he is a Celestial in AFK Arena. I'd like to see a Wukong collab. I think Wukong would be quite cool. They can afford solo leveling, but we aren't OP Jinwo because of the rights for the exclusive. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair. Female Dracula hero there now. I'd like to bring her to AFK Journey. That'd be cool. I'm intrigued, by the way. So, here's a piece of speculation for you to think on and chew on. So we've just got Roland, who is the Lightbearer King, right? Like he's the good guy. What if the Hypergean Warrior in Season 8, Phase 1, was the God of Death, or the King of Death? What if we got him as a playable kind of character? And similar to how Roland gives benefits to Lightbearers and Celestials, he gave benefit to Hypergeans and Graveborns. I was thinking on that earlier. Probably stupid, but... Christ. The amount of effects just melts the game, doesn't it? This man's got too much health. Time it out. No, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things that I kind of was like, it could be. You never know. I just would like to see, you know, a yin and a yang. Digimon, I'm not a kid. Poetry with the dunk. Poetry, I couldn't agree more. I didn't even like Digimon as a kid, let alone as an adult. So here's a wild factoid for you guys. There was a card game, albeit very brief, that Digimon made. When I was young, I've told this story before, so I'm not going to tell it in full detail. My mum couldn't afford childcare. So we found a local card shop, and my mum used to leave me there with some money, and I would work at the card shop. And that's how I discovered my love for trading cards, but also for video games, because they had like a LAN center that you could play, and that's where I found Guild Wars and World of Warcraft and all these other games. And in part and parcel of my working there over the summers, I was basically instructed to learn every single card game so that if somebody my age came into the store, I could teach them, because having an adult teach a kid felt a bit weird. And like having a 13, 14, 15-year-old kid was better kind of vibe. Having a teenager teach a kid or a teenager made sense. So I learned all of these games, including this absolutely trash Digimon game. Not a single fucking person in my 3.5 years at this place ever requested to learn it. Not one. I taught people Pokemon. I taught people UFS, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Warcry. There was a Lord of the Rings game. There was a Star Wars, a Final Fantasy game. There were so many of these other card games. Not one fucker wanted... There was Duel Masters. Not one fucker wanted to learn about Digimon. Maybe it was a UK thing, but yeah. Is our old pal from Season 5. They explicitly stated that the old would most likely be the current Hypergene God. Yeah, which could be why we get him as a recruitable instead of the new one, because, you know, he's dead and he's been uprooted. It would be kind of interesting to have him kind of taught to us Midnight through the recruitable lore, so we could read a little bit more about him as we also meet the latest God of Death kind of vibe. I think it's valid, since Rona's Day would be fair to stick at the first. Yeah, I think so too. I think it'd be kind of cool, right? Jelly Eeld. I have never... ZZ, you're going to have to stop spreading this. You have 120,000 guild coins. Share them around. I know Aizen would love some of those guild coins for some more copies of Roland. Much rather have... I would love Sailor Moon. That is a great shout, Gnarly. Sailor Moon as a collab would be fantastic. Genuinely. I know Chippy was saying this is like a joke in terms of the Optimus Prime in a Pokemon universe. I would rather have had the Transformers than Digimon. I don't even like Transformers, but for some reason that just more appeals to me than Digimon does. Puzzle loves Digimon, so I'm happy for him. You know, it's great that there are people out there that do enjoy the collabs. I'm sure there are people that didn't want the delicious dungeon stuff. I'm sure there are people out there that didn't want free run, but here it is.
A flawless finale.
I've seen... I know that there was a good amount of players that thought the announcement plus a few other things would cause a bump in the number of like active and subscribed people to the Reddits and things like this. And in fact, the number went down. So I found that quite funny. I think that was that made me laugh. It feels like what the developers were doing, because so think about this logically, guys, right? You can't, like, they wouldn't have agreed to do Digimon a week or two before the announcement. It's had to have been in the planning for a very long time, okay? So theoretically and realistically, what that signifies or symbolizes is they had some belief based on the Digimon game that is doing or was doing quite well, also then porting across quite well into their own universe, so into AFK Journey's universe. So if you look at the gacha monthly revenue income stuff, like if you look at that chart, there's a game called Digimon Up, I think it is, and unfortunately I think it's on its way down, but I believe that they probably looked at the options that they had on their table, and they saw how well this game was doing, and they probably put 2 and 2 together and got somewhere completely wrong. And like I said, there will be people out there that are enthralled by it and will come to the game purely because of Digimon, like I'm sure. But I just, yeah, personally, when they come out, I'm really hoping that we're not going to get like a free run type level powerful character, because they just look jarring to me. It is what it is. I hope Erendor will be really good. I hope Erendor will be really good. There is a mystery hero still to be revealed for this season as well, and there's some rumors going around that it could be like a wilder tank. I'd be interested to see whether that wilder tank is good. Digimon Up is fumbling hard and the culprit is to blame there. Bando Namco is horrendous. You remember the YouTuber Vulcan? I do. I made a joke about how Vulcan's going to come back, and if anybody here, I can't remember the TV show. It's a very famous scene. It's used very often in meme templates. It's where the guy comes through the door and he's got pizzas in his hand and there's just flames everywhere, everything's on fire, and it's just chaos. And he looks very shocked. I think that's how Vulcan is going to feel when he walks into AFK Journey again. Purely because there's so much, like, weird sentiment around at the moment. Like, there's some, you know, pockets of negativity. There's some pockets of positivity. There's just people that are kind of here until they find something else that floats their boat. Like, I don't think it's the same game that he left that he's returning to. But as long as he focuses on his lane, as long as he just gets what he wants out of it, then it's all good. Pokemon makes more sense than Digimon. They could not afford Pokemon in a month of Sundays. You couldn't throw enough money at Pokemon. We timed out. Oh, Tree was on lap. 1 elf point. By the way, if I ever miss your question, it's because there's a lot of you in the chat today. So genuinely really appreciate you being here. I said that I was going to do my first giveaway in a second, and I will. I'm just going to quickly finish this AFK stage. As always, our first giveaway is going to be a classic Gazette. So, if you are looking to pull the upcoming Digimon heroes, I timed out again. If you're looking to pull the upcoming Digimon heroes, this is your chance to get your hand on a classic Gazette that could give you some diamonds to do so. Let me do that. Let me do this. I don't think I have enough of that because I haven't claimed my rewards. But let me quickly go and grab this. And then I go in here. I'm going to go back. Well, that looks horrendous. Here we go. And then we do... this one. Forwards. And we're going to do... And I'm going to put the keyword... I'm talking to myself, but we're going to put the keyword in the chat. Will my first purchase symbol go away if I win? It will. Unfortunately. It would. Because I will have made a purchase for you on your behalf. You'll get the rewards from your first purchase, but yeah. So just keep in mind, if you are a free-to-play enjoyer and you like your little symbol, you would lose it. What you need to enter is that. It's !classic. And we'll run it for like, I don't know, we'll run it for probably about 12 minutes just to give people a chance to enter. Just a little gift. Let me do this. I'm not going to open that just yet. Pow. Alright. And then let's go back in here. Okay. I saw a question before it runs away. Ever since they ruined guilds, I've been searching for new RPG games to play for months now. That sucks. 1 Mahira, 1 Contest, 1 Gunner. Who should I invest in next? Thank you. Is that literally every Celestial Hypogean that you have, ZZ? So do you have twins built, or is it just a case of those are the 3 single Celestial Hypogeans that you have? Let me know. Alright. Yeah, all of that. Twins S+ now. Okay, cool. My team just evaporated. Okay. I would suggest that you go for Roland, ZZ. Probably quite an easy shout. I think you go for Roland next. Oh, that's why. We need to... Whoop. And then go here. And go here. 1, 2, 3. Go back. Yeah, I think all-in Roland's a good idea. If you wanted to play it safe, you could also just take Roland to Mythic Plus, and that would be okay. But my suggestion would be to take Roland all the way. Like, Roland is just phenomenal. Is Saida power crept from AFK? No, I don't think so. So the reason why I don't think so is Saida has never been a Phase 3 hero. She got disguised as a Phase 3 hero in Season 6 because Season 6 was so dogshit. If you look at Season 4 and Season 5, Saida was primarily a Phase 1 and somewhat of Phase 2. Like, that's where she fits. Well, even in Season 4 she wasn't because she had only just been released, but that's the part and parcel of what she's good at and what she does. Bird is very good, but Saida will always be strong in Phases 1 and Phases 2 when enemies are slightly weaker in terms of their health pools. Not necessarily the damage that they're putting out in terms of the scaling is worse, but the health pools are worse. I'm guessing we might need to start opening a box or two. Yeah, this season is all about damage. As you can see here, we have absolutely 0 of it. Saida can work without Auna, but can... Yeah, that's a good important thing to say. But the issue is, if you don't have Bird right now, that will be an issue for you because Bird is going to be your main source of damage. However, I think that if you were to join the game in phase 1, then Saida is by far the best choice for you. Okay, let's have a little look at what equipment boxes we have. We have 1070 all the way through to 990. Let me get my notes open for myself. Where does my list start? My list starts at 1080. All right. So I need to... Where's 1080 on the scale? How close are we to 1080? We're not too far away. I could try and push right side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's push right side for a little bit. See if I can't get over the hump. Bum bum. All right. Let's do that. Let's try this. I'm also waiting, like, the worst case scenario is we wait another 5 minutes and I should have enough XP to get everybody a little bit higher and a little more damage. Like, that will help me as well. Alright, let me double check that the giveaway is flowing through nicely. There are currently 25 of you entered. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, exclamation point classic in the chat will get you entered into a giveaway for a classic Gazette. That is the one with diamonds. If you already have one, don't worry, you can have two. They stack, so don't worry about that. The Nightbot pane is not very visible here. Yeah, there you go. Dave's here. Hello, Dave. Sylphira was the most helpful hero I've used in the last 2 phases. In phase... So this is also something to consider. Once again, the rumor is that there could be dual AFK stages in the future, which means that maybe one side has Sylphira, the other side has Saida. Just hypothesizing. In addition to that, the team that a lot of players were utilizing towards the end of phase 2 from a damage perspective was Frieren, Contus, Gunner, Valara, Saida. Because Saida bought your team enough time and also locked down the enemy team to prevent them from doing anything else. Like, there's always going to be use cases where she's very strong. Oh, it's this comp. I adore this comp. When I found this comp on Pioneer, this comp made me laugh so much. This comp is genuinely fantastic. Like, I am shocked that people's phones can handle this. The amount of just ultimates. So, the question that's being asked at the moment is it worth it to turn off Bird? Because Bird, obviously not ulting, reduces this. My guess is that it's not, by the way. We're going to time out anyway, so it didn't really matter. I just wanted to demonstrate. One thing I noticed last night was when I was finishing was Roland replaced Contus in that team. Similar teams a lot. See, the problem with that is he can at a ridiculously beneficial deficit to you. But as you get higher, the punishment of silence is what you have to get over certain AFK stages. Yeah, that's what I was explaining, Chippy. But there's still an argument to make. There will be 1 or 2 use cases where even if you're running that team towards the tail end, you'll want to not because it can interrupt your auto-attack animation. Okay, I said that I would wait a little bit for the giveaway. Have we waited long enough? Let me have a little look. Yeah, we can do another 60 seconds. All good. So there's 28 of you at the moment. You don't have to be subscribed. There's no kind of like stipulations here. If I roll your name and I see that you're not subscribed to me, I personally don't care. Obviously, if you leave a like on the live stream, it helps me a lot for an exposure point of view, but it is what it is. I just want to make sure that I give back to the community. And if you are ever going to make a purchase through Loot Bar, if you are using Loot Bar, please feel free to use my code. It means that I can fund these giveaways. Without Loot Bar, I tend to not fund too many of these. So if you ever are using somebody's Loot Bar, consider using mine. So everything that I earn from that right now is going to these giveaways, basically. Alright, so there are 29 of you. Just going to quickly do this while we do the pull. There are 29. Yeah, I had a dream of my rushing it because they were releasing OP heroes because I can't nerf fair. Sounds like a nightmare. There are 29 of you. By the way, if I'm tabbing around, you might see my wallpaper a few times. I apologize for that. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, just before I hit the button, if you win, all you need to do is you go into your character pane. You go to the bottom right, you click this button here, and then you just paste it into the chat so that I know who I'm giving it to. All right? So 3, 2, 1. The winner is... Oh my word, it's Chippy! Chippy has only gone and fucking done it. Big up the chips. Sir, to claim your prize, I would request your UID, please. And then I can get you your reward. Don't worry if you didn't win this one. There will be more giveaways today. We don't just do one. On these phase launches, we tend to do a few. So stick around. There'll be another one at some point. Chippy QQ. Where is it? Let me have a little look. Check DM. So this is Chippy. There he is. We can just grab it here. Perfect. All right. Put it there. Go here. Do I want to use my 3% discount voucher? Oh, go on then. For the Chippy. Go on then. Is this the right one? Have I got the right one? I got the right one. Perfect. And then we do that. All right. Chippy, let me know when you have got your prize. Took long enough to actually win something. To be fair, Chippy is a day one follower, in effect. Like, when I first did my live streams, when I first started making videos, Chippy says he's got it. Cool. So yeah, that's... It pays to be persevering. Gnarly, your time surely can't be too far away either. If I then go back... Alright, cool. Perfect. So we'll do another one at some point. If I minimize this, and I bring this back up, and I bring that back up. Alright, perfect. Okay. Would be keen on taking affiliate link, knowing your players don't get discount prices like loot bar from the... Wait, would you be keen on taking the affiliate link from the devs? That's an interesting one. Being transparent with you, I think that the affiliate kind of system is probably dead and it's on its knees outside of those that already have it. And the reason I speculate that is... I probably won't say this. I'm going to say it in a different way to what I was about to say. I think that the content creator side of things, unfortunately, is trending downwards. And as a result of that, I think less people are probably invited to that affiliate piece. When I first started and I first had my kind of big come up, which is when I got up to like 1,000 subscribers quite quickly, I asked what was the process to get it. Like I genuinely was invested in trying to get there, right? And I was given a very ambiguous, just keep doing what you're doing. And I checked in with them when I got to 1,500. I checked in on them when I got to 1,700. And I recently obviously got to 1,900. And yeah, I don't think it's ever going to be on the cards. So I'm okay with that because it means that you guys can use Loot Bar. And Loot Bar does give you significantly discounted prices for a majority of you. And I personally use Loot Bar. I don't use the Farlight store. Obviously, if you're looking to be less risky, Farlight is always going to be better, but it is what it is. I know you weren't. I know you weren't. It's all good. I just wanted to give my kind of overview into it. All right, let's see if we can get up to the first, the next chest and the first on my list so that I can start opening bits and bobs. We all know Loot Bar is the best anyways. Yeah, I'm kind of sus about the login purchase option in Loot Bar. Honestly, you shouldn't be. And the reason that you shouldn't be is as long as you've got the verification code piece on, on your account. So basically, every time you're like logging in, you get that verification code. It has to go through your email anyway, so I wouldn't be sus about that. In addition to that, when you do a top up via the login on Loot Bar, if you do it online, if you do it on a website, it automatically takes you into an emulator on their website. And you log in, you do your verification code, you're in. Now, once you've done the top up and you come back out and you go back into your game, like I come into here, I'm not going to show it because it will show all of my personal information to you, but you can go into your account panel, you go to manage devices, and in the devices you can see the Loot Bar emulator that they've used, and you can just delete it. And when you do that, it makes it so that there is basically like no avenue for them to get back. Tan, I will see you later, hopefully, my friend. See, I've heard the loot. Once again, it's pure like he said, she said type thing. I've heard weird things about LD Shop, but yeah. I never did the login purchase until the beginning, or sorry, the end of maybe season 5, beginning of season 6, Chippy, and that's all I do now. Exactly, mind. Yeah, exactly. Maybe turn bird off here. What the fuck happened? I mean, we won. That's what happened. Team, when would you like to see me open up the swag? Open up the merch? We can do that at some point. Yeah, I agree, channel. Whoa. Stretch. Maybe after the second giveaway? Yeah, we can do that. That's a good idea. Our bird died. We died. We time out. It's the triple... Is this a triple Shadewing double Hugin stage? I wasn't paying attention. It is. Okay. Where's Chippy at in his AFK stages? Chippy, where are you at, my big nerd? Surely you're in Apex. You're an absolute sweater right now, aren't you? Dripping from head to toe. Oh, that was a good stretch. So team, it's been a while since I live streamed. What you all been up to? How is everything in the hood? I got my hero skin? I did. I saved up all my rosy jewels like a good boy, and I did all my rosy jewel pulls, and I got my rosy store skin very quickly. I got all of the pieces in 160, and then I've been able to pull some dupes to get me some mirage crystals from the other ones that I've been getting. We got adopted into the Church of Bimbo. We did. You're right. That is a thing now. Yep. I still don't really understand what happened there, but it's not my place to comment. Don't be crazy. Not like I was planning to wake up at 3 AM for resets, slept like a baby, so fair enough. 25:37 is still really good. How long you been playing since? See, I woke up and was like, I really just don't want to push hard. I'm just going to go to the gym. I went and did legs. Man, this guy's got so much health. Not quite. I spent a bit going for Celeste. My budget didn't even get me close to the skin, so I just gave up. Fair. Fair enough. It's definitely very RNG. Already like 6 hours plus with some breaks. It's absurd. I mean, mate, if you want to get there, you're going to have to keep going, aren't you? Let's see if we now have enough for a level. We don't quite. Nice. We are 700 away. All right. That 700 will hopefully be huge. I didn't think it would be expensive. Fuck me, can't read. Dreamer Strunk. Yeah. I did legs today. I made a joke. If you are part of Church of Bimba, you may have seen it. I was hip thrusting Peck's weight, which I put at 205 kilograms. I think other people thought that he was a bit skinnier than that. I'm guessing he is a bit skinnier than that, and I've grossly overestimated. I doubt an S plus TH can reach Apex today. I've got no clue. Absolutely none. Don't want to engage Dryer, but yeah, that happened. It happened. Gnarly, you got 6 new skins. Crazy. 5 kg of Peck. Didn't realize Peck was so light, bless him. I guess he's been spending all his money on dragon crystals instead of food. If you can't push AFK stages today, I wouldn't really worry about it. You're obviously going to have a lot to catch up on, but you're going to get mythic charms tomorrow, and it's going to make your pushing even more simple. So I wouldn't stress about it anyway. If you're someone that sat there, you know, whether you're at work, whether you're at a family thing, whether you're watching a VOD and you're kind of just trying to catch up in fury and anger, I wouldn't stress about it, because ultimately you're going to have a decent amount of time. And if you do miss out on a first clear, genuinely, who gives a fuck? It's some Twilight Essence, and Twilight Essence is normally something that you have an absolute abundance of, so I really wouldn't put too much stress on it. Well, this doesn't look like it's an autoable stage for me right now. Let's try again. Here's my plan. Okay, I'm reading. I'm waiting. Let me pick a team just quickly. Here's my plan. Gonna skip all 3rd gen. Well, that's ballsy straight away. Celestial Hypogean DPS heroes, and just focus on pushing Paragons for my tanks and supports. See, the problem is, by the way, for the Generation 3 Celestial Hypogean heroes, what would you do if they were dual classed? Where instead of like being straight up like warriors, they were warrior rogues, and you got like the option when you deployed them to pick like a rogue set or a warrior set of like abilities. Just kind of hypothesizing or putting something out there. I very much doubt that will ever happen, but I was thinking about that the other day. I'm intrigued what the first ever 3rd generation Celestial Hypogean hero is going to look like. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I love this guy's profile picture. This profile picture is great. I don't know this person. I've sent them a friend invitation. I love their profile. I've never gotten a first clear since Zenith. Yeah, Zenith is there. What about double factions? That'd be cool. Been stuck at work since 6:30 a.m. Set the game to auto at 1 a.m. when I went to bed and got some decent progress. Now at 2100. To be honest, that's not too far from where my auto thing went. When I woke up, right, and I was like, right, I'm off to the gym, I set my double auto and I got to 2191, I think it was, when I came back. So yeah, not too far. I have a question for you. Between S plus Roland and S plus Contours, who gets the priority to build to P2 first? That's a good question. I think if you're a PvP player... Oh, actually, I've got no clue. From an AFK stage perspective, I'd always go for Roland. That's genuinely my suggestion. As a PvP player, I've got no idea. But my guess would be that people would say Contours. But in saying that, the reason... So, okay, taking a step back. The reason I say that is Contours feels more unique than Roland does. In terms of toolkit or skill kit. Therefore, maybe the Paragon investment into Contours is smarter if you're like a PvP player. From an AFK stage perspective, it's like investing in Valara. The reason you do it is because Roland's attack mainly benefits the rest of the team. Yeah, as literally Matt's just said. Roland P2 first because things scale with his attack. Yeah. I have a spoiler for Gen 3 CH. They'll be broken because Lilith needs money. I think the first one is going to be absurd. Like, absolutely bonkers. Where's everybody in mine? Oh, I'm nearly up to Cow. Big up the Cow. Friend of the channel. Move over, as Cow says. That was horrendous. Who's not been online for a while? We've not had many people fall off. I'm sad that Bay. I've still kept Bay here. I hope Bay comes back. But no, so the next Celestial Hypogean is the last 2nd generation. It's the Hypogean Warrior. And then the first Celestial, which will be the 2nd of Season 8, so Phase 2 Season 8, will be the first of the 3rd generation. That's my understanding. Oh, we were nowhere. Ever since my guild merged with another guild, who is the... I have never a chance anymore for first clears except once in a while on a server. Fair. The server one still gives you a decent amount of Twilights. It gives you like, what, 4? The main thing about the first clear rewards now is the diamonds. Like, you get like 400 or 600 diamonds, which if there's... What's that? 1,800... There's... How many? There's 18, there's 36. 36 times 400. I know it's going to be more than this, but it's like a decent amount of diamonds. Oh, it's Clash of the Jobless. Yeah, Clash of the Unemployed, as I said on Reddit, and people like that one. I quite like that one too now. I've thought about it a bit more. Yeah, Clash of the Unemployed is coming out tomorrow. What time is your guild ready to start the clash, guys? What time are you selecting? Are you selecting Cracker Sparrows or the Depths of the Evening? Which are the two? Like, yeah. I don't really know what to say. For me, it's 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. I think for me, it's 1 a.m. or 11... sorry, 1 a.m. or 11 a.m. I think it is. I think that's what it is. For me, it's 2 p.m. I think. Oh, yeah, because it's plus hour ahead of it, isn't it, as well? So it's either 2 a.m. or midday, I think it is for me. Something like that. It's fucking stupid, is what it is. I love how I'm sat here being like, oh, yeah, there's some justification, maybe. There's absolutely no justification. How do you have speedy auto progress on AFK stages? I was about to make a joke that I'm just that good, but that's not going to be helpful to you, Mystic. The way that you get it is if you're in the trolley, there is something called Asperia Monthly. If you have either one of these unlocked, so if you purchase one of these, you get access to Battle Speed Up, which basically gives you that background speedy progress. Got 2 messages from guild leaders, both at different times. Love that. I think I think most people have pretty shitty times, especially if you're European based. I think any European player has just been fucked over by this. But yeah. Or you use the hacked client. Zan, we don't talk about the hacked client here. Dreamer is lying. You have to buy the Dreamer Supreme bundle. Yeah, you have to buy the Dreamer AFK Stage Progress bundle. Are we nearly there? Can we rectify our mistake nearly? We're like 200. Okay, nearly there. That'll get us hopefully to our next box. My options were 11 a.m. or 9 p.m. Honestly, 9 p.m. is not that bad, right? I would take 9 p.m. I take my ashwagandha at like 10 and then I'm asleep by 11. Completely fine. But doing it at 1 in the morning, not my jam. Doing it at 11 a.m., I don't think my boss would be too happy. Okay. By the way, I have updated absolutely nothing in my homestead, but I still fucking love it. I'll put this throne down. This throne was cool. I like my homestead. Nice little place. Europe of Doom. 9 p.m. is terrible for me. That's dinner time. To be fair, actually, for most Europeans, the English are outliers here. Most Europeans, 9 p.m. is dinner time. A lot of you eat ridiculously late in the day. 8 a.m. or 6 p.m. So that's quite comfy. 8 a.m. or 6 p.m. quite comfy. Roland is breezing through AFK. Valara is nowhere to be seen. The only times that Valara has been seen, Panda, is actually alongside Roland. So they seem to be good friends in certain AFK stages. So keep an eye out for that.
Glory to Jura!
Alright. Glory to Dura, as our big man would say. Team, I've not done the epilogue quest yet. Is it true that it's unvoiced? I heard somebody say that it was unvoiced to me. Is that actually correct? Because that's quite sad if it is. It is unvoiced. You can smell a Kulu 2.0 next season. You might need to get your nose checked out, Matt. It is unvoiced. That's a shame. That's pretty poo. Honestly, Matt, I wouldn't be upset with a Kulu 2.0. Do you know why? Because we haven't got any fucking good rangers or marksman heroes. Like, no offense to Sylvan and Gwyneth, but I don't like Sylvan or Gwyneth. I like Kulu, but I bring back, like, the era of Bonnie AFK stages, please. I loved Bonnie AFK stages. When we used to run the Bonnie Wilder teams and stuff, loved it. Oh my word. He had so much health left. Blasphemy. I love words like blasphemy. It just sounds so out of place. The little lady has a splinter. You need a hand getting the splinter out of her. You know where it is? Ivy is my partner, just as an FYI team. So if she needs help with the cat, then maybe I need to quickly AFK. We'll see. I can see some pacing around upstairs. My word, ×2 feels so slow when you put it on compared to ×4. Cow! How you doing? There he is, ladies and gentlemen. The move over legend himself. Mr. Cow. How you doing, sir? You alright? Let me double check on my little lady. Hold on. Hold on. I know, Season 4 stages were really, really good. I'll be back in a second. Huh? You're fine. Alright, I'm back. Problem resolved with the cat. Here are treats. You can give those to her. There we go. Let's go back to this one. Did we get any stages? No. It looks like I woke up just before you passed me in stages. You did. Cow, you can take the throne. Please continue, my friend. You've got this phase. Keep going. You can smash it. You can beat me. Is reaching Apex possible on day one? It is. Apparently CN are at Apex 200 or something crazy. Cow, for you, I'll just say hello. I haven't said hello in a while to you, my friends. So, actual hello. Hope you're doing well. I occasionally turn my camera on just so that I can talk to you guys about something serious or whether I need to show you my face for something. I have this back up. We will be going through some merch later, similar to the merch that's here. Oh no, we timed out again. I really need that level. First time I've seen or heard of a face cam. I do have it. It's just Question is, when do you want to stop at today, Dreamer? I think in terms of the stream, we're probably going for like 3 to 4 hours. In terms of me physically, it will be probably set bedtime. Like I'm pretty much on a decent health regime at the moment. So yeah, I need to make sure that I stick to it. All right.
Nice slumber.
We have finally the experience points that we needed to pass this. Perfect. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. And we're just going to do single presses, otherwise we not waste a level, but we kind of waste a level.
Nice cow.
Wow, we slamming doors. You alright? Okay.
The wind carries a restless note.
Oh, a restless note. We get to 5-1. We do. Perfect.
Deepens.
It's always good. And then we can put a little cheeky level 2 onto free run. Alright. And then, did we get any equipment boxes? We did not. Okay. Let's see if we can't try and get towards that box now. Put it on auto while I quickly catch up. Question is, I'm jelly of your hammy plush. Crazy, I can see your face. You can. What do you think about the Cecia skill upgrade? She will have a chance if her summons don't die. I know. I really wish. How are you? Pay to win higher level. What do you buy? So if you want to get more Season Starlight, you want to get the Season Noble Path 3. And you want to make sure that you've done all of the quests that are doable today in it, which are these 3. That's the way to make sure you get there. Outside of that, it's just basically the normal stuff, which is you're doing your whatever the daily chances, you're using your box, and then you're pushing AFK stages, but you're also doing tower. It's important that you push to a certain degree in tower because that will also be a quest in your handbook. That's how you get to those levels today. Okay. We're nearly at 120 on Midnight Hunter, which is kind of cool. Oh, by the way, team, for the first time, I managed to get rank 1 in Supreme Arena today. I had not done that yet, which is kind of cool. It was definitely purely because my 2 others just didn't care about PvP today. So I thought I would quickly sneak a rank 1 while I can. And I managed to get it. Alright. Let's see if this works. I haven't opened any chests yet. What do I need to be worried about doing it efficiently? If you've not opened up a single one yet, when you finally do reach in and start opening, you want to make sure that your starting point is aligned with your list. So let's say you have like chests up to 1090 available to open, and you want to make sure that your first chest is going to be aligned with 1090 in the list. As you're going back down through them, you should try and keep a few, mainly in the middle ground. So you want to open the higher and the lower, and then the middle ground you want to keep, because it could be that you come across an AFK stage where, for example, Hulu is used and you're timing out by like a second, and maybe a marksman weapon would be a worthwhile investment to have. Likewise, it could be that investing in, you know, Mage 4th item, which I think is the Helm, might be worthwhile. Things like this. So, well, we certainly lost that AFK stage. So yeah, there's a few things to consider. Which is why I tend to leave quite a few items open to flex. Like right now, for example, I'm just going to show you. Right now, in terms of equipment boxes, I have 1070 through to 990 available. So when logically what I'm trying to do right now is my list starts at 1080. So what I'm trying to do is get to here before I start opening stuff. Why are there so many 1-copy Taylene in my stage recommendations? Are people just using chicken to trigger? So Taylene is good for triggering the Celestial Hypergean piece. She was also really good in the Orion team. There's also a way that she's... there was like the Consus Freerun stuff. So she combines quite well with Freerun. Yeah. Let's try this one now. We have a few more levels. It looks like right now we might have to open 1 or 2 boxes. Like, I don't really want to go ahead and, what's the word, start manualing too much right now. At least not on live stream. Because it will distract me a little bit. Alright. Yeah, but 1 copy tail, I didn't know. I mean, it's like 1 copy Tailene. So this is something that's quite prominent about Tailene. Tailene does, similar to Kulu, Tailene does basically 90% of her kit already at 1 copy. Like, the S plus is good, don't get me wrong, but she does so much already at 1 copy, and what they're utilizing her for is that rebirth mechanic, like 99% of the time. The only consideration you have there is that I think, if I recall correctly, if you Contus her, she doesn't revive. So that's always something that you have to be mindful of. In the past, she has, but it's more about her, like herself this time. Like, her revive isn't actually that good for newer heroes, because most of them don't really want the revive, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of them don't really want the reset. Like, it used to be that having that on Tassie was crazy good, because that's why you used to have the Tassie, Tailene, Foresto, Hypergean team. Yeah, it looks like we need to open up equipment maybe, because this ain't flying. Like, if you look. So once again, this is something that you can just check for yourself. We were utilizing this team, right? So we're at 66897. Was it this team? They're at a deficit, but they're 7626 and they are 8770. We're higher there. We're higher all round, actually. Interesting. Maybe something's just not gelling with the timings in that case. Did you reset any fan? No, I didn't reset anything. I will do the tower dance later on, I think, because we have like so many Phantomal reshape tickets that I will want to try and maximize every single tower, but I think that will be a later thing more than a current thing kind of vibe. We can try and min-max Bird instead. Try this. This is all about killing Selyse, really. But we're just not. We're nowhere near. We are nowhere near. Alright. Stockpile as well, 30 levels each they have to be. So is it 30 levels for each they have to be? Yeah, you have to be within 30. Huh. Let's quickly just try this. There's a chance that this could be a chippy stage, but we'll find out in a second. Oh, look, there's Cow. He's flying ahead. Go on, the Cow. How many normal invitation letters have we managed to accrue? Not enough. We're going to get a cheeky auto. Was curious if maybe it's a chippy AFK stage. There's a chance that it's just not. If it isn't, then what do we go and open? Which is a good question for the team. A good question for the team. Let me quickly write down some numbers on a screen that you guys can't see. Let's do this. I haven't got my num lock on. There we go. 2. And then this goes here. And then we do Yeah, okay, we could do that. Alright. I know my plan for building. What I am noticing is that Gunner is kind of getting phased out, so can I put him on the back burner? I can always sin him if I need him that badly. Gunner tends to be very potent for deficit pushers in a day one manner. So, for example, if I didn't have Gunner, I wouldn't have been able to progress in a day one manner for many, many phases since his release. For a non-deficit pusher, it's probably less important. But, for example, there are AFK stages now that need Paragon 4 Gunner. And if you don't have Paragon 4 Gunner, you don't progress on day one. Right, let's give this AFK stage a go. See if we can't push up a little bit. But I think the hypothesis here is we're likely going to need to... Yeah, we're going to open up a chest. All right. So, we're going to open up some equipment chests. The first one is going to be 1070, and it is going to be... It is going to be this bad boy. And then we're going to do 1050 on... Yeah, on this bad boy. Okay. My services for chill and proxy will always be available. Thank you. We like those services. I just finished getting Gunner to S+, then started on Roland. Need 2 more copies to get him to S+. That's pretty good, Naroni. Once you get him to S+, he will fully come alive. But he's already very, very good at the Ascension level you've got him at. Nice. Alright, let's see if the equipment does anything for us, team. Shall we? Instantly, AFK stage is doable. Surprise, surprise. Alright. Some of you will go, what caused that? Honestly, it probably wasn't the rogue thing. It was more the support thing. Roland being able to heal as much as he just did is probably what caused us to be able to do that AFK stage. Alright, let's flip to the next one. Okay. What time are we at on the live stream? Alright, we'll do giveaway number 2 soon. Just to kind of sound that out for you. In fact, we can open it up now. Let's have a little look. Do. The next giveaway is going to be in the same essence as the first, but slightly different. So this one is... Oh, I need to reset. Hold on. There we go. So this one is going to be a epic giveaway. So current progress, got box means 10 plus easy stages, 10 plus medium, and then the last 10 you pray you can get to the next one. This giveaway's code is going to be !epic. It is for the other Gazette. So instead of the classic Gazette, it is for the... I call it an epic Gazette. I actually don't know what it's called. Is it called Premium? Is it called Premium Gazette, guys? Is that what it's called? The one that gets you the epic invitation letters. No burb is game on hard difficulty. It makes it a little bit more challenging. Definitely mine. Yeah, it's premium. Probably premium. Yeah, there we go. Premium is what you can get your hands on, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, this is directly funded by you guys using my loot bar stuff. So, like I always say, this is me just giving back to you guys using my stuff. So genuinely, I really, really appreciate it. Any support that you guys have shown my recent videos has been madly appreciated. Whoa. And in terms of how long we'll run the giveaway for, we'll give it at least 10 minutes like we did for the last one, just to let people kind of come in, enter, make sure that they've been entered, in case anybody's lurking or anybody went away to get a drink. Alright. Got me hooked on AFK Stages, not gonna lie. Honestly, AFK Stages, I will say this, I don't mean to annoy any PvP Dream Realm fans and lovers. AFK Stages are truly the hardest content this game has to offer, and it's why I fell in love with them, because I've always been drawn to challenging content, and that's what AFK and Apex Stages are.
The world is quiet.
I just really, really like them. That's why I built my account for them. Miss Serena, how you doing? It's been a while. How are you? Are you in love with the new Eevee skin? Have you bought the Mahira skin? Tell me all about it. Let me know. And Serena, feel free to enter the contest, enter the giveaway that we're doing. It's !epic. You can get yourself a potential premium Gazette.
Glory to Jura!
Glory to Jura, as Roland would say. I agreed. I'm a hybrid though, so no Saida or Bird. Honestly, when we did our new player experience last December, January time, I can't remember which one it was, and we were doing those new AFK stages with the free run collab. It was so fun, not having all of the insane heroes. It just meant that there was different ways of overcoming the challenge. I know, and I'm not going to name them, but I know that there are individuals out there that actually prefer not having all of these ridiculous heroes, because they feel that there's so much pressure to do well if you have every single hero compared to that if you don't. And finding these fun, creative ways to overcome other AFK stages is really enjoyable to them. And I adore that. Genuinely adore that. In short, dot teams are dead in PvP because of Roland. Really? Oh, jeez. Oh, because he cleanses, doesn't he, Midnight? When he gets to full morale, right? At S+. Jeez. I'd say AFK stages is the easiest game mode to improve. In considering how many opportunities you have to try. Yes, there are the amount of endless time that you can put into AFK stages to get better at them is phenomenal as well. Yeah. Oh, Kazim in AFK stages sounds glorious, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really happy to hear this, Midnight, after I just plus 25'd my Citrana. Thank you so much for this information. That's really valuable. Break time? Am I being told I have to take a break? All right. I'm being told I have to take a break. Ah, okay. My mum's here. So I will put you guys onto a break screen quickly while I go and say hello to Mama Dreamer. Let me quickly do that. Let me quickly put something on this side. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, guys. I had so many... I've got so many Twilight Essences, Midnight. I think I plus 20'd. I didn't plus 25 her. Time for a Kit Kat. Alright. Let me quickly find my BRB screen. You can stare at my beautiful homestead while I quickly do this. Ciao. It's not going to be that one. It's gonna be this one. Nope. It's gonna be... Nope. Do I even have the text for this anymore? I don't. Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go. Perfect. There you go. I will be 5 to 10 minutes. After I get back, we will pull for the giveaway. If you have only just turned up, !epic for the giveaway team. All right? I will see you in 5 to 10 minutes. Be here. Right. Mother Dreamer has departed. Oh my god, there's so many of you here. What the fuck? What are you guys doing? That's so good. That is actually so good. I did not expect to come back to that. Wow. Let me get a little screenshot of that. That is very good. Hello, welcome back. Voice jump scare, I apologize. I have many guests. Look at all of you. All of your cosmetics rock as well. All right, team, we're gonna do the giveaway. If you haven't entered and you turned up while I've been away, exclamation point epic quickly, and we'll be doing the giveaway. Let me quickly bring it up. There is 27 of you at the moment. We will have it open for another 60 seconds. Oh, look at all of you. Very cool. Did we get to the chest? Oh, we did. Fire. All right, that was support weapon. Let me double check my list so I don't make a mistake. You can see my wallpaper for a split second. There is support weapon. All right. Yes. My brain was like, is that the right thing? It's like, yes, that's the right thing. And in doing so, we can also get here. Perfect. All right. Let me quickly equip that. All right, to recap, if you win this giveaway, team, what you have to do is you have to message me your UID. Can we do it more than once? There will be a third giveaway, just as a heads up. My Merlin is wearing a blue bikini right now, but I'm not playing. Let me quickly enter here. Go back to here. Go here. Go here. All right, cool. So we're going to do the pull. Here we go in... let me get to the screen. Here's the screen. There's Meow. Oh, Rick's entered too. Hey up there, Rick. How you doing, my friend? You all good? All right, cool. Okay, so 5. There's 31 of you. Jeez. I think that might be the most I've ever had for a giveaway. Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. And the winner is... Cruiser 72. Cruiser. Congratulations, my friend. You are the winner of the Premium Gazette. Congratulations. To claim your prize, all I need from you is your UID, sir or ma'am. And if you need to get your UID, all you do is go to your profile. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. Click this button, and then you can paste it in the chat for me. And then I can get you your prize. All right, team. Let me quickly load up loot bar, because that's what I'm going to need to do. Here it is. Perfect. And then I'm going to go back to here. All right. We haven't had a message from Cruiser yet, so we'll give him 2 minutes, and if he doesn't respond, we will do a reroll. Let me have a little look at the chat. Here it is. All right. Reach Apex quickly. Uh-oh, that's me. That is you. That's you, Cruiser. You have won. Congratulations. All I need is your UID, sir, for you to claim your prize. Bav, we don't need to reach Apex quickly. We're not doing any of that hardcore pushing over here. None of that. None of that. We're just enjoying the journey. The game is called AFK Journey, not called AFK Sweatfest. So, for me, just enjoying the journey. Midnight is hanging out by themselves over on the other piece of the farm. Good on you, Midnight. There's your UID. Perfect. What would happen if I won but already have a Gazette? It would be completely fine. Honestly, completely fine. Like, you can stack Gazettes quite far. I think the max is 300 days, is it not, team? So I think you can stack 10 of them at once. All right, let me do that. Let me do this. Let me do that. Press that. Perfect. All right, it says that it has been successful on my side. You let me know, Cruz, if you have received your reward, because you should already have done it. Sorry, you should already have it. I will wait for your confirmation. And then we can go back here. Perfect. I mean, if you started at reset, then yes, being at 2500 is pretty bad anyway. CN is already well over Apex 100. Apex is definitely doable today. I think CN, from what I heard, was Apex 200 was the rumor. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but yeah, it's completely possible. King Roland has absolutely smashed the AFK stages, ladies and gentlemen. He's making a mockery of them, as some people would say. But don't feel stressed. Like, at the same time, don't feel stressed about reaching Apex today. If you have limited amounts of time, it is completely fine not to reach Apex. We're going to get Mythic Charms tomorrow. and it will be even easier for you to get there, and just even more simple. So don't stress if you don't get there today. Like, completely fine. You miss out on a first clear, who gives a fuck? It's Twilight Essence. Don't care. Just enjoy the game. Please. They see me rolling, they hating. That's a very good one, Serena. Cruz, confirmation from you, please, would be credited if you received your reward. Yes, you got it? Perfect. And you're very welcome. Congratulations on winning the giveaway. Let's take the scenic route and wait for the chance. I mean, it's nice. It just makes it simple. I'm limited on Celestial Hypergeans, not time. I got all the time in the world, none of the money. There you go. All right, cool. So that is giveaway number 2 done. Roland killed 5 Zorias in 50 seconds. Maybe he's broken. He is very good. He's very good. I want Twilight Essence. If you actually need Twilight Essence, I'm intrigued. I have like... I've been using Twilight Essence because I have too much of it. I'm down to like 900. And that's through actively like plus 25ing heroes that I have really no need to plus 25. I'm gonna have to get my yellows and reds back from Zarya. No thanks to Roland. Alright. Let's close this. Press the reset button. And then we're gonna go back. I'm gonna minimize. Alright, perfect. I've got all my screens back. Only whales are in deficit of Twilight Essence. Start making and you'll collect reds in no time. Yeah. Yeah.
Glory to Jura.
I think even whales have too many of it, being honest. Alright guys, we are coming up to the 2-hour marky mark. We'll be going probably for at least another hour, maybe a bit more than that. We'll have a little see when we get to the 3-hour mark. I think it's much easier to plus 25 now, considering I've been stacked with yellows and know where to use it. Yeah, do you know what, JS? I actually agree with you. I genuinely agree. I was thinking about it midnight, yeah. I was definitely thinking about it.
Glory to Jura.
I stink of my mother's perfume. I hugged my mum. She smells like, if anybody here knows what I mean by this, when you go into those like boutique places and the bottom floor is like a fragrance or like a perfume stand, you got to walk through it to get to the rest of the stuff, and it just absolutely stinks. It is literally like what I smell of. I switched Roland with the first Celestial that strays in the air most of the battle. Oh, Scarlita. I know the smells, there you go. I had to reset my Ravion. Oh dear. Absolutely no respect for Ravioli. What a shame. Resorted's calling me... I called you JS. What would you like to be called, JS? Need that Celestial Hypergean ticket? You're never fucking getting it. The way that that was described to me when I asked the question, I don't think that you're ever getting it. Somewhere there's a rose scent where there's no rose in the ingredients. Yeah, crazy. I'll need to reset my... Yeah, Damon is slowly kind of falling apart in it as well. So many heroes that used to be like household names, favorites. Here's an idea for you guys, something that I put forward a long time ago to them. Why not give us a universal swap ticket for S+ heroes, by the way? So I know that they're very much saying that the Celestial Hypergean swap ticket is a no-no. So why not instead bring it down a level and give us just a S level swap ticket that's universal? And they could have done that for the anniversary. I think that genuinely would be good. Like, you could swap your, Season 1 hero that you've had at plus 20 for ages at Paragon 4 with somebody else from... It doesn't have to be... It could, like, not include the latest season if they really want to milk the money. But they could have at least done it for like the seasons prior, so it could have been from pre-season to season 6. I don't know, it just, to me, like, giving players something like that would be a very good step in the right direction. We're timing out here. Perseus in some stages. He's in stages just full stop. There are definitely options for the Perseus teams, yeah. $15K purchase event had to be. Yeah, I think the 15K event should have been, the 15K should have been a Universal S ticket. It would have caused a lot of drama, but it also would have been a very good thing for the game. Where's the next chest? Here it is. Is that the one that we're looking for? That's the one that we're looking for, right? 57. We are... Quick math. 18. All right. Carry the 2. All right, team. As Midnight alluded to, where is... Here it is. All right, here I am. Hello, my war bowl. All right, so you guys will have seen this at the start of the stream. If you haven't seen me today, hello, by the way. I might be in the dark because it's quite light here. In season 6, season 5, I won this alongside a bunch of other stuff. And we have another wave of merchandise that has come our way. So, who is that Australian man? Fuck's sake. Crikey, mate. That was an awful accent. I'm normally really good at Australian. So, we have another box. We got this in the post literally yesterday. So, this wasn't kind of like saved for very long. This literally came yesterday. And you guys will know that we did well in the Content Creator Cup. We won 2 prizes, and this is the merch from the win. So, yeah, this is everything. So let us go through it. I can put myself on a bigger screen, or do you mind, or do you want me in a little screen? You want me in a bigger screen? Or you want me in a little screen? You want to watch the game while we do this? Or you want to, like, you want to just see me? What's the vibe? I think I need some more scissors to open this. Big? Big. Ivy? Would you pass me some scissors, please? Thank you. I think they're down here. Yeah, I'm opening it. Thank you. Alright. You want the bigger screen? Alright, hold on. Where's the bigger screen? There's the bigger screen. Alright, here we are. Okay. Where are we struggling to open? We're struggling to open here. Alright. And then we were struggling to open here. And then we're struggling to open here. Okay. Are we ready? So we have a bag. And we have a cellophane thing. Get rid of this. Alright. Honestly, you could do a Roland cosplay. Maybe. I feel like I could do a Sylvan cosplay more than I could do a Roland cosplay. If anybody... you guys questioned previously whether I did the Spider-Man stuff. You might be able to see it. Wait. Which way do I go? It's down here. There's my Spider-Man mask. There's my Spider-Man mask. For my cosplay stuff. You could do a burial cosplay. Bit weird. Alright. I'm really sorry if you hear rustling. You asked for this. Alright. So this is going to be... Actually, I don't know. I can't remember what the merch box was. I'm hoping, by the way, that this is not this, and I get 2 of them. I'm hoping that this is different. I'm hoping that this is Chippy. Okay, so... what do we got here? Oh, wow! Okay. Well, some of this shit's bent. So, unfortunately, some of it's ruined. Alright. I've got... so, we got more pins. Love a pin, don't we? Are these the same as last time? These are the same as last time. All right. Remember, we got Lorsan. We got Lorsan. We got Citrana. We got Cassidy. We got Burial. Calf's favorite. We got Diurnal. And we got Carolina. Dupes. We got dupes. Which is fine. Right, the next one. This is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this. I feel like you have to leave this in here. I feel like it's... Maybe you can take it out? I think you can take it out, actually. Looking at this. Yeah, you can. Look at this. It's glitter. Like, this is glitter. And it like moves. It's really hard to pick up. But like, if you do this, you can possibly see it. The glare's not helping. So basically the glitter here is moving. So it's like sands of time. Yeah, here we go. So if I do this, you'll see the glitter move. You see that? So now once I've put it all to the bottom, we're going to turn it up. You can see the glitter moving around. It's like to symbolize the dusty air. That is pretty fucking cool. I like that. When I believe that I thought this was going to be Aurora, but it isn't. It's Gala. I really like that. That's good. Good merch. Like that one. All right, it's that one. And then this is bent. So I don't know if you can see that. This is like this is poor packing from the devs. Quickly just gonna clearly this you can open, but yeah, this doesn't look like it's stood the test of time in the delivery service. It's firmly fucked. Yeah, let's send them something really really delicate. My guess is that it comes off this, by the way, but I don't know quite what it is. Is it a fridge magnet? So it's basically, here it is, team. It's this. I think it's a fridge magnet. I think it is. It's in a different language on the back, but you can peel it off. So this isn't really that important. There you go. I think it's a fridge magnet. There you go. I think it's a fridge magnet. We'll find somewhere for that. Quite like that. Very nice. Very nice. Another good solid piece of merch. Good job. Very good. All right. That stuff's spinnable. All right. So that might be a clue to who this is. Who is this? Have I got a dupe? Because that doesn't look like that, does it? That doesn't look... Another Hammy, or is it Chippy? I'm hoping that this is Chippy. But does this look like Chippy? This looks very weird, right? Message redacted. All right. Oh my! So it's another Hammy, but it's like it's proper. Wow. It's like really detailed. So they're both Hammies, but they're very different. This hat's very strange. I'm not gonna lie. This hat, I can't get over how strange this hat is. But yeah, we've got a second Hammy. But this one's like proper, like the realistic face. Like the face is really cool. You gonna sit? Look at his legs. It looks like trotters. It doesn't really stand up. It takes, yep. You stay? There you go. We've got Hammy and Hammy. Pretty easy. The hat is strange. I agree. The hat is strange. And with that, that's our merch. That's everything we got. Lore accurate size? Yeah, probably. All right, let's go back to this. No love for Chippy. Not you flashing us, exactly. One is the mini headgear, the other is the proper unit. That is a pretty good way of putting it, Bav. That is a pretty good, better way of putting it. Oh, Meow's back. All right. We autoed some stages while we gone. Gala merch is amazing. Honestly, of all the things that I received, this is by far the best thing. The Gala thing is just absolutely phenomenal. How the glitter moves in it is just so good. Hammy fell off, didn't it? I just heard a thump. I don't even need to look round. Stay. All right. Perfect. Well, if anybody from Lilith watches this, whether it's a community manager, a developer, thank you. I genuinely love getting these packages. I appreciate I was the one who won it. I appreciate that, but you didn't have to send this to me, and I thank you so much. Clippy fell off so hard; he's nowhere to be seen. Honestly, I thought that I was gonna get a chippy version of this one, and I didn't. I also thought that the glitter thing was gonna be Aurora, but yeah, how would someone even buy them? I don't know. The only reason that I have them, I have these, I have a t-shirt, I have a tote bag that's absolutely phenomenal, in fact. And the only reason that I have them is because I've won these kind of contests. I wish that they sold merch. I think that if they sold merch, people would buy it because it's genuinely like good characters. So it is what it is. But yeah, that is Merchbox. Merchbox 1. I think it was called. So thank you so much to the devs. Genuinely appreciate it. Thank you to the community managers for selecting my content. Hopefully we can get a prize in the next one. I think they're currently judging it. And we can get some more merch to open up on stream. All right. Let us go back to the game. Perfect. The old one oofing the new one. Oh yeah, the old one pushed the new one. That's a good way of putting it. Alright. We're pretty close to the box. Pretty close to the box. Oh, having a stretch, team. Having a stretch. Hashtag Gazette. We haven't started another giveaway, Harash. You haven't missed anything. You're all good. I can see we're playing some. Do you want to have a pistols at dawn? Where's the magic jewel? Anybody for a jewel? Anybody jewel? Oh, Serena's going down. Shit, I lost. I'm washed. I used to be undefeated at this. I'm starting to get stuck. Don't want to open more boxes. I'm a dog. We're both dogs. Who will win? It didn't work. It doesn't work. We're bugged. We're actually broken. You broke me. How are we broken? I'm pressing it, Meow. I'm pressing it. It doesn't work. A woo energy indeed, right? Anyway. Where's Big Cowus? Cow? Where's Big Cowus? He's at 2373. My god, what a nerd. What an absolute nerd. What a nerd. Alright. Let us do that. Let's do that. Alright, team. What are you up to today? Like, what's the plan? Where are you at in Apex? What's going on right now? Are you just chilling? Are you enjoying something? You know, what's the plan today? For me, we're going to do the rest of this stream. We're going to then just try and casually AFK stage push. I think I'm going to rock some more Guild Wars 2. I'm currently trying to push up to the Goddess title in Guild Wars 2. It's a fucking long grind, but we're trying. We are 2 away from the box that we so desire. Oh, we've got a max, haven't we? It means that we can start leveling something else. Nice. What happened to the ducks and the other animals that you could transform into? Like and subscribe. That is very big. That was huge. I forgot about this chit-chat stuff. Where's the chit-chat box? I have no idea where the chit-chat box is. Anyone? Anyone point out where the chit-chat box is to a boomer? Gonna push until 5 days ahead, then take it easy. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I should go back to the game soon and do more stages. You should. I just woke up. I'm having some coffee. Nice, Rick. Nice. Cool, collected. I like it. In the emojis section. Nice. Isn't it for the new guild content? I think it's universal. I think it's for Homestead, Guild, World. I think it's universal. I think it just got implemented for the guild stuff. Who here, I want a show of hands. I want a genuine show of hands now. You're not going to be judged if you say yes. Who here is looking forward to the Clash of Glory? Who here is looking forward to that? Does it mean our guild has made it when Puzzles Guild is poaching our members? LOL. We make world chat disappear from the game screen? I wish we could. I was making a video many moons ago, Chiari, and I loved my video. And then I was watching it back, and all I see is just racist remarks going off in the world chat, and the bleep thing, the auto filter that was in it, was doing nothing. And I'm there like, I can't put this video out. It's great. I gotta redo it all. It was horrendous. So the answers so far, we've had a no, we've had another no. Only the unemployed are looking forward. I'm gonna take that as a no. Cautiously hopeful, I'm putting Zolda down as a yes. That's 1 to 3. I want to know what it's about. I'll put that as a fence sitter. Not all. Okay, not me. That's 5. Not sure, conflicted with the new event, but the prizes look nice. I'll put that as a fence sitter too. So we got 1 yes, we got 2 fence sitters, and like 7 no's. Not looking very good. I know that that's a small sample size, but it is not looking great, is it? Guys, I'll be honest, it really reminds me of the Sarathiel event about how people that could play the game at all hours of the day were benefited, whereas those who could only play it for certain points were punished. And that is never good in a mobile game that is meant to have some AFK stuff attached to it. So, yeah, for me, it's a no as well. I do agree with... what's the word? With Curious, though. Like, the prizes look very good. I let my guild carry me in that event. I think I'm going to end up letting my guild carry me as well. I don't think Starfrost watches my streams, but Star, I'm relying on you. You want sample size, take all of Europe. I know, but I can't, what's the word? I can't assume Midnight in my sample size. They made Mahira look like a Celestial now. I know, Panda. I kind of dig it. I'm not going to lie. I kind of dig it. I think that we could do with a Hypergean, or like we could do with the same, but for Saida, or we could do with a Hypergean Sylphira skin. Like the Hypergean Sylphira skin would be really good. I haven't seen how it works, but if there's a real-time shenanigans, I hate it. There is. There's 2 elements of real-time shenanigans to it, Rick. Your guild's got to pick a time for it to happen, though, and then you got to take part in real time. If you don't, you can still do the crystal stuff, but I don't know if the rewards are different. I don't know if it's the same enjoyability, but yeah. Both Hypergean mages are now frost-themed with their skins. True, very true, Midnight. They complement one another. We should open up our box, shouldn't we, team? Forgot about that. Hopefully, our guild picks the time that doesn't work for me. I think we're going for the morning slot, Cow. I don't know what that is for you, though. That might be like 10 AM for you, maybe a bit earlier.
Glory to Jura!
Glory to Jura! He's bigging up Jura, isn't he? Where's the next box? Because there's that one. Got that one. Where's the next one? Where's our 1100 one? 2387. Where's Cow? Oh, 2380. We're hot on Cow's heels, ladies and gentlemen. My cryo stonks went up. I've heard somebody mentioned it earlier and I forgot to talk about it. Somebody mentioned Dream Hunt. Dream Hunt uses Cryonire, doesn't it? You think it's 2 a.m.? Jeez, if it's 2 a.m., that's abysmal. It's in the emojis. Oh, here it is. Hey. There we go. I found it. I'm no longer a boomer. I thought Kai wasn't pushing anymore. Kai, I feel like you might be lurking here. Kai, hello. By the way, the Alliance Guild is dominating my district as well. Yeah, they're everywhere. Big up the Alliance Guild, I guess. She has the stop time for 30 seconds and the score only counts from the battle timer. Yeah, that would be pretty good, won't it? I'm looking forward to... So once again, I really hope that some of these more unique abilities like the stop or rewind time type mechanic gets put on factional heroes. Because Cryonire and Kulu both independently have really powerful abilities I'd like to see on more heroes. Like, I thought when Gunner was released, he would create terrain. Like, looking at Gunner, I thought he would create a wall around him and also the person behind him. I thought that would work, but they didn't do that. I really hope that we get more kind of terrain creation heroes, but we also get some heroes that can do things with the timer. I think that would be really cool. I don't know if anybody agrees, disagrees, but yeah. Is Vilp still pushing? I don't think he is. I think Vilp quit as Season 7 came. Claude! How you doing, my friend? You're good? Honestly, I once misheard Roland and thought he was... Glory to John. Who's John? Oh, glory to Dura, and you heard the... John. Glory to John! Xandrox stonks would go up? I know, which is a good thing. Having more factional heroes be relevant is a good thing. Ah, glory to John! I'm not going to be able to forget that, Panther. That's very, very good. Oh, Veal, how you doing? You're good? Hypergean Zorla from Arena has the rewind time mechanic. What was he? Was he... what class was he? Holy just got a Gwyn double. Very, very good. Very, very good. My guildmate is here. Oh, no. Name and shame the midnight. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm kind of looking forward to Dream Hunt. I think Dream Hunt sounds like a good game mode. Good timing out here. Let's try this again. You're the guildmate? Oh no. We found him. The alarm's gone off. He was a warrior. Midnight could Soul Wrath be the Midnight Warrior. Sorry, the Midnight Warrior. Be the warrior. The Hypergean Warrior. There we go. That we are expecting in Season 8. Has Midnight just given us all the upcoming name for the Hypergean Warrior in Season 8? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of Crafter's Venture? I love it. I actually love that game mode. I am so upset that Crafter's Venture ended so quickly. Like, I did, like, two, I think it was, and I was done. I got to the million, whatever it was. I am so disappointed. I genuinely adored that game mode and was expecting to have to do, like, at least kind of 5, 10, maybe times, and it was just twice done. I was like, well, that was disappointing. So I love the gameplay. I was disappointed by how little I actually have to interact with it. Yeah. How about you guys? Did you like or do you like the Crafter's Venture? Let me know. Because I've seen really good positivity from it. I've seen a lot of people say that they enjoy it. We're going to pick up the rogue weapon quickly. Then we're going to go back into our stages with a new little power bump. We don't need a Hypergean Warrior because we have Harak. Unfortunately, Cal, we may not need it, but we're fucking getting it in Season 8 Phase 1, my friend. It's the last Generation 2 Celestial Hypergean. Too many rounds? Really? It's a Homestead event without Homestead. Very true. Would have liked a scoreboard. I do. Somebody used the exclamation point equipment. That is absolutely phenomenal to see. I don't know if that was somebody being put up to that, but that's very cool if that was actually legitimate. I created that earlier today. the little linky link. Enjoy that. We'll try back this team. Give this team a go. I thought it was a good. I like it. I think I played it at least once a day, sometimes multiple. It's one of those... So, I know that it's nothing like it, and my... what's the word? My aficionados that like board games out there, it reminded me of Settlers in a weird way. I really liked Settlers. And it just, for some reason, reminded me of that. It reminded me of Catan. It also reminded me of a different game. It's like a blue game, and I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, it reminded me of a few games. And did you enjoy Celeste? I can't even remember how you pronounce that word. Celeste, whatever it was, Clash. I didn't really do any of it, if I'm honest. Yeah, I didn't really interact with it. Not my jam. Not a PvP player. I get why people love it. Genuinely do. Okay. Do we have a artifacts command? We don't. We also are timing it on this AFK stage. Let me quickly do this, and then do that, and then do that, and I will go into here, and we'll give a little quick rundown. Okay, in terms of artifacts, I think 950 will get you to level 29, and I think 1,000 will get you to level 30. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Now, I've leveled 4 artifacts today, and they were, in order, Vanguard, Frontline, Sunlance, and then Breakthrough Spell. These are the 4 that I am unlocking and have unlocked. I don't really plan on doing any of the others unless I suddenly see a need for them in AFK stages. Surging, maybe, because sometimes we use Surging. But for the time being, it's just these 4. And I haven't fully pushed Tower today, so I would expect to have slightly more resource than this. But it's been pretty comfortable. I think I will do Surging. I just, for now, I don't need it, right? Like, it's not blocking me. If I get to an AFK stage where Surging is plus 28 on the replay and I'm plus 25 and I'm timing out and I can't get over it, for example, I'll happily do it. But for now, I just am sitting on the resource. I'd rather sit on the resource than invest it and not need it, if that makes sense. So on all of these occasions, like, I wanted this for Dream Realm. I wanted this for my initial pushing. I wanted this because there was 1 or 2 stages which made it, like, worthwhile. And Sunlance, what's the word? Sunlance is just fun. It's going to be more than enough currency to plus 30 wherever you want. Exactly. And Chippy's right there. By the time that we get to Resonance level 1000, we should have by more than enough, like, of the, I've forgotten what they're called, Oblivion Shards, to level it to 30 anyway, no matter if you accidentally invest in the wrong place. But for now, I'm taking it steady. In terms of Phantomals, I've clicked the wrong button. In terms of Phantomals, my first recommendation for any account would be the Celestial Hypogean one. My second recommendation is Lightbearer. It seems that the Lightbearer team is being utilized more than a Wilder team is, so I am going to go, and I'll show you this straight away, I'm going to go Lightbearer, okay? If you are somebody who doesn't have a pay-to-win account, you don't have all the Celestial Hypogeans, I would go Lightbearer, then Wilder, okay? Just sounding that out there for you. I think the Lightbearer is very good with the kind of even 1-copy Roland, Siren, Perseus, Sylvan type teams. Like, that's genuinely like something that's quite potent and quite strong so far. I did 8 artifacts up to 950, others at 26, 27. Fair enough. But yeah, this is kind of what it is. Price, give me some game like AFK Journey. Give me some game name like AFK Journey. Some games like AFK Journey. You could check out AFK Arena. You could also check out some other gacha games like Honkai or I don't know, some other ones. I don't really know many. Genshin, but they're not really like AFK Journey. AFK Journey sits in a decent space by itself purely because of its like RPG story elements. Yeah, I know that some of you other guys play like some of these other gacha games. I just never have. It's not my cup of tea. Arc Knights, that was the game that Midnight's playing. Yeah. I hope that answered your question, by the way, Luca, in terms of what Phantom should you level up as free to play. Are birds dying? Is this a first manual thing? The state of AFK Arena is worse than Journey. Really? Didn't know that. I've heard some really positive things about AFK Arena recently. I also think that the upcoming collabs and some of the hero releases for AFK Arena look so fucking good. Like, we had our collab announced as, like, the Digimon stuff, and then they had theirs as 2 really fucking cool-looking heroes. And I remember just being like, what the fuck? It made me feel so much worse. I was there like, what's... They've got some really cool collab heroes. We've got bloody Digimon. I don't know. I'm guessing other people would have felt differently than me, but yeah. Every new Celestial and Lightbearer hero is increased value now because of Roland exists. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Guardian Tales. Yoon suggesting one. That's actually pretty good. I was about to say, AFK Arena from a new perspective sounds awful. I tried it like a long time ago. We're not talking recently. I tried it maybe like a year ago. And yeah, it's an uphill battle to get into. When someone said it was Digimon, I genuinely thought they were trolling. Me too. Oh, I remember the first time Peck started posting the GIFs in Spoiler Speculations and Yap. I was like, ha ha ha, very funny. And then I had people messaging me like, he's not joking. And I was like, oh. A quick reality check for me, I guess. Oh, that was a close one. Why did you scoff at saying Digimon is cool, I swear? I feel like you might be alone in that, Vale. I feel like there are not many people. Show of hands, who thinks Digimon is a good collab idea? And once again, your opinion is completely valid, whatever way you flip this. It doesn't matter if you say yes or no. Collections and highborns are awful, even with several years of playing through. Not me. Never heard of it before. I'm a no, unfortunately. I will make up the no category in this. Season 8, SpongeBob and Patrick. Oh, fucking hell. If SpongeBob, like, genuinely, we were thinking about leaving in Season 8. If Season 8 is SpongeBob and Patrick, I'm fucking all in. Like, we're remortgaging the house. We're Paragon 4ing them. Right, we're redoing it all. Diamond saved. That's a great idea. I don't like it, but I was surprised by how many people are hyped by it. I feel like there are a lot of... with all of these kind of IPs, there's always going to be a very niche audience for them. And I'm guessing that Digimon's audience is very, very niche at its heart. Therefore, if they appeal to maybe like, you know, a handful of new players that go on to then absolutely whale and kraken in the game, cool. And if you appease some of the already existing whales and krakens, cool. But not for me. Not my jam. I don't like it. Not happy about this collab. I honestly, Digimon is the first time I've honestly, you've heard of before. To be fair, I agree with you there, Zolder. I had never heard of Freerun. I had never heard of Delicious Dungeon. Digimon I had heard of, but I had only heard of negative things about it. And I've only ever had negative experiences in life with it. So, I shall be searching for a new guild that likes Digimon.
Flawless finale. The world.
Me, I do. I wish they had instead, the nostalgia hits, retro Digimon, not the current anime. Fair. I made a new account the other day. Can't believe how easy it is to progress now. I can. I bet it's fucking glorious. The amount of shit that gets probably thrown at you is glorious. Advice for a new player. What's the prio in early game stuff? I think you can't go too wrong nowadays in AFK Journey. However, that said, when it comes to Celestial Hypergeans, I think making sure that you do that bit of the game is correct. Because if you are somebody that doesn't intend on putting a lot of money into the game, you can fall foul really easily there. So what I would do is I would suggest that you pull... it depends on the game modes that you enjoy, by the way. But I suggest that you sign up to the Yafala Discord, first and foremost. And I suggest that you use some of the advice that is present there in terms of, like, pulling. And There are certain Celestial Hypogean heroes that are like really good at one copy, like Mihira, Gunner, Hulu, Roland, like these sorts of heroes. And some of them benefit and favor certain game modes. In terms of like your wish lists, there are certain heroes, once again, that are like absurdly good. And if you go to the Athala Discord, I don't think, or do I? I don't know if this link is still live. Does that link still work, team? I think it should. The Yafala community is absolutely phenomenal, and it has some really good resources for new players. Yeah, definitely talk to... That's fair. JS... I'm not going to say Jess. JS, how I'm pronouncing this, is right, though. Talking to people is a good idea. No? Link's dead? Okay. That's a shame. Hold on, then. This is the link. There you go. I'll update it when I do it later. Uh-huh. I hear the sass in your uh-huh. In terms of your like wish lists, it's going to be very much down to, once again, the game modes that you enjoy. This is not the wish list that you should follow. This is purely because I have a mishmash of things that I'm trying to pull and things that I'm trying to just duplicate. In terms of heroes that are very good, and I don't know what new players flow into. I don't know if they just like flow into the beginning of Season 7, so you only have access to like Gwyneth and things like this. But Yap will have some good guides that will give you a nice flow diagram as to what to put on these different things. I should probably create an updated video on these sorts of things. I might do that as we flow into the depths of Season 8. That said, if you ever have any individual questions, like if you're going to ask, like, you know, what Celestial Hypogean to pull, or, you know, what Wilder should you invest in, these sorts of things, feel free to put them in the chat, because people will, people here have such good opinions. Like, I'm very blessed with a very knowledgeable community, and people here have some very sensible choices. Digimon way better than Pokemon? I've got to go back to that. Rick, that is absurd. I feel like that might be worth a 10 ban. I'm joking. Pokemon's so, like, hyped. I've heard that... Okay, everybody's sensible except Zolder and Cap. And Matt. Matt with his Harak obsession as well. Which I feel like has spilled over into Cow. One copy of Freerun and Himmel allow me to auto all the way to infinite on the second day. Wow. I mean, Freerun is just absurd anyway. Like, genuinely. I'm currently investing on Atalia and Eevee. Eevee's really good. Yeah, I agree. I think Mihira is, like, one copy Mihira is the best first move. She unlocks a lot of AFK stages. I actually think that one copy Roland might be the right move after Mihira now. Like, one copy Mihira, one copy Roland. Then I'd be curious what people think after that. I just remember one of the first times I told you I was wondering why I was ahead of you in DR, and it was because I had Harak and you didn't. Yes, completely. I remember you being like, "Oh, for some reason, you're behind me today," and you sent me your team. Like you, so Cow literally sent me the team that he used in Dream Realm. Like, by the way, mate, there's a better team than what you're using. And I was like, I know that, you fucking idiot. I don't have Harak. And he was like, oh, sorry. I was like, yeah, no worries. I remember that so well. Like, and Cal was not the only person. There were so many people that were like, oh, by the way, there's a better team out there today. I see that you've clearly not found it yet. And I'm like, no, I just don't have Harak. I didn't pull him. I pulled Taylene instead. Finally home from work, too tired to push, need some coffee. Digimon after Freerun feels weird, mainly because Freerun is modern and Digimon feels like a thing. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Fright, I would just put your proxy on, maybe somebody will help you out, and just try and, try and just do a few through the powers of Hammy. You got Taylene too? I know. Feels bad. To be fair, actually it doesn't. I love Taylene. Taylene's like One of my favorite heroes in this game. Tailing is phenomenal. By the way, just to let you know, I'm still chilling with the hammies. See what I did there? Replacing homies with hammies. Anyway. I still smell of this fucking perfume. I can smell it everywhere. Plague Creeper boss got me pulling stuff that was not useful anymore. Yeah. Until Plague Creeper comes back next season, Cow, and then you'll be top again. I bet you any money Harak would have been power crept anyway. I feel like when Plague Creeper was even around, he wasn't best anymore. I feel like he's just a Ravage Realm kind of hero now. You have to watch seasons 1, 2, and 3 to appreciate it. No, I don't.
Glory to Jura.
What's the perfect Dream Realm team, Dreamer? It's whatever the Yafala infographic tells me. Do we take the Hypergean Celestial Phantom to maximum first? Yes. If you have all of the... If your main team that you're using, Fleur, is a Celestial Hypergean one, take it to max. If, however, you don't have access to all of the meta Celestial Hypergeans and you're using a Lightbearer team more, then take your Lightbearer first, okay? It will be one of those two, and then whichever you don't do, I would recommend you do second. I'm unsure about A-level Graveborns now that Bonnie is dead. Don't say Bonnie's dead. She's also one of my favourite heroes. What are you doing? I guess you're considering... I guess your logic is that Shadewing is also dead. What's your Nereon at? Is your Nereon like 1 copy? Is it S+? What's your Nereon at? Did we get there? Apparently we did. I'll take it. Okay. I'm 99% sure the enemy still had half health at 0 seconds, but thank you very much. We'll take that. No worries. All good. I have P4 Bonnie. She isn't dead to me. Neither to me. I mean, technically have been dead because Graveborns. Oh, Serena with the knowledge bomb. Absolutely incredible burn. Well done, Serena. Very good.
Glory to Jura.
Glory to John. I can't get that out of my head now, Panda. Can't get that out of my head. Ow, you've heard John instead of Dura. What's your Nereon at? Midnight. Unless you just sent me a message back on Discord. No, you didn't. Okay. For early game content, what's the best character for all content to invest? In terms of factional heroes, I went to pee. No worries. I need to sleep, I guess. I think that would be a good idea if you're hearing John instead of Dura. I feel like that is a good sign. My Nereon is Supreme, 16 out of 20. I would get your Nereon to S+, and then maybe just go back to what you had. However, Shadewing is still used in some other content, so maybe Shadewing is worth investing in. But once again, I don't know where your Shadewing is. Is your Shadewing S+? Is it Paragon? In terms of early game content, what's the best character to invest?
Glory to Jura.
My suggestion would be... Hold on. Let me go back to the wish list. Other people can... is what I would recommend to new players. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Can I open this? I can. So, Midnight has kindly recommended this as the wish list to go down. And the reason being is Gwyneth is a substantially good damage dealer in many different game modes, as is Gala. Celise and Valara, who are these two S-level heroes, are both still prominently used across all game modes. Valara obviously is seeing some form of power creep in the hands of Roland, but for newer players, you're not going to really have access to a lot of copies of Roland anyway, so Valara is just very good value. And then in terms of Graveborn S levels, there still aren't that many good ones, so Ludovic and Chimera probably still do take this. I think that you could argue Daemon instead of Ludovic, but that's by the by. Yeah, I like this list. I think this list is good. Eve and Sylvan, both phenomenal. Cordan and Kazim, both very good. Theodore, really good water tank. Faramore, very good damage dealer. And then Callan and Neru. I think that this is a solid list. Anyone have any kind of poke holes in it? Any recommendations that would go against this? But yeah, I've forgotten your name because it has tabbed out. Hold on, let me go like this. Where were you? I'm scrolling. I'm seeking. I'm trying to find it. Arnold. I would recommend something like this on your wish list. And then for your epic wish list, I would probably go down the pathway of having Gwyneth, Gala, Valara, Pandora, and then one other. And I don't know who the other would be. Alright. Pow. Oh, we got an Xbox. Siren! Yes. Yoon is correct. Siren should go there instead of Rowan. That's a great shout. Sorry about that. So yes, I would recommend Siren.
Welcome. I am Chef Voracia.
So this man here, not that man, this man here. Siren. I would put Siren on the wish list. I think Siren still has a decent amount of uniqueness to him in terms of his artifact interactions and things like that. He definitely has a decent amount of use still. There are people agreeing with my Daemon for Lud. See, the interesting thing is, I actually think there are so many more options for newer players nowadays than there used to be. The last time I created a wishlist priority video was back in like season 5. It was fucking atrocious. Not my video, just to point that out. But like the choices, like there was just not really any good choices outside of the obvious, except in the Wilder tree. Like Wilder's had so many. But now if I went back and did that same video again, there are so many arguments to make about who is correct and who isn't. Like I genuinely think that might make a good idea for a video. Let me make a note of it in my videos idea page. Where is it? Here we go. Video idea number 7. A new wish list prio guide. All right. Perfect. 8 away from pity, and you have 8 tickets. Use them. Am I?
Welcome.
I am. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll stop there. All right. Okay. One thing to note on the wish list would be getting a few copies of Hugin to your monster to make Silverman work better. Yeah, you could do that, bro. I knew that would get so many of you. So many of you right now are being like, "What the hell?" I got you so good.
Come along.
There you go. There's a copy of Hepler for you, ladies and gentlemen. I got you so many of you on that one. I can hear the anger in your typing. I can hear it. I got him good. I got him good, didn't I? All right. We've been treated to some really good Lightbearer heroes. We've been treated to some decent variety. He's very good in PvP. I refuse to get annoyed. Oh yeah, so that's a good thing to suggest. I don't know where the rental system is. Arnold, as a new player, you have access to something called dimensional hiring. Where is dimensional hiring, team? Because I don't know where it is. I don't know whereabouts you find it in the game. Because dimensional hiring is something that is very important. It's in the resonating hall. Aha, okay. Arnold, there is a feature called dimensional hiring. You click on this and you'll be able to hire heroes here, okay? The two heroes that the chat are calling out from are... hold on, it's not that. Are... this hero here, known as Freerun. You want to make sure you borrow one of these. And also a copy of Himmel. Both of these two are very, very good. Is it better to invest on a new rate-up banner or what for a new unit? It depends on the banner. So, for example, I don't know what banner you're referring to. However, there are certain heroes that are always going to be like better than others. So it depends on the rate-up banner that you are experiencing right now as a new player. If it's the Varisha banner, like the rest of us have, I would say no, it's not worth investing in her. But if it's different than that, like let's say you've got access to the Gwyneth banner, she is very good. So who is on your current rate-up banner that you have access to? Old Man Dreamer. Yeah, that's me. Guys, I got the rental title thing for the dimensional thing. Kitty got me to the final bit. I was at 1190 and Kitty borrowed something from me. We timed out. Yeah, I know you did, Zan. You did it the dirty way, mate. You did it the dirty way. Oh, look, puzzle. Waylon. Look at this. He's actually absurd. And I think he might have reset Valara. Maybe he just didn't invest in Valara. But look at that. He wouldn't have. But look at that. Absolute monster. Roland killing stages. Unable to get him. Too painful. Yeah, well... I would recommend, if you can, just getting at least one copy of him, and he functions as well at Mythic Plus. He doesn't necessarily have to get to S Plus. Obviously, it's going to help him. But if you're somebody that is, you know, strapped for resources, limited on resources, try and get your hands on at least one copy of Roland, followed by Mythic Plus, and then ideally, over time, you can get him to Supreme Plus. Maybe we can just absolutely raw dog this from here. Let's see. I don't think we're gonna have enough damage though. Nah, we don't have enough damage. Alright. Let's try a chippy. And then we're gonna go on to the other side. The first team on this stage worked for me after turning bird off after like 30 seconds. It's definitely a turn bird off stage. Yeah, you're right. The problem is I already just got one copy, just able to get one copy. One copy should still be okay, but it's not going to obviously do the leaps and bounds that more than one copy can do. Team, we're coming up to the 3-hour mark, so we're going to do our final giveaway. Let me go and create the final giveaway. Let me go back here. Go back here. Go here. What do we have left in the loot bar pot? Alright, yeah, we can do that. Okay, so the final giveaway for today is going to be 1,480 plus 74 dragon crystals. So what's that? It's 1,554. There you go. It's going to be 1,554 dragon crystals. So, if you want to enter it, we are going to do it this way. Done. And then we're going to go back here. And we're going to go back. Any idea how I can pick a Roland replacement? It will be Eve or Valara. If you have access to Eve or Valara, or even Celise, one of those heroes will still be very, very good. So the giveaway code for this one is going to be !DC, standing for Dragon Crystals. So if you win this one, you will get just over 1,500 Dragon Crystals from me. So that will hopefully give you a nice little bump and able to afford some stuff on the trolley. Valara is not evil. Preach. Valara did nothing wrong. She just took out an annoying character. That's what I'm saying. Midnight looking to go back to back. Go on, Midnight. Lara has done so much for you, can't call her evil. Exactly. Exactly. Please, Snowman, give me good luck.
A flawless finale.
Yeah, rip Feely. Rest in peace. Really need to win this. This will be the final giveaway for today. Obviously, we do more in other live streams. I appreciate I haven't live streamed in a while, but we tend to do at least one when we can in our weekend live streams. Once again, this is completely funded by you guys. So anything that I'm getting from the loot bar link that you use goes straight back to you guys in these giveaways. So what we have left in the pot is basically funding this last giveaway and the one that we did previous to this and the one we did previous to that. So if you ever do use loot bar, I would genuinely appreciate it if you used my store or my link, whichever one floats your boat. And yeah, it just means that we can continue to do classic gazettes, premium gazettes, these sorts of things. Did I hear a weekly stream? We will go back to weekly streams for the foreseeable. Yeah, we will be going back to weekly streams for the foreseeable. Whether it's 1 or 2 a week, we'll see, but we'll be doing at least 1 a week.
Glory to Jura.
Oh, we're at 2,400 stages complete. Very nice. Very, very nice. What time do you usually stream? That's a good question. It's pretty random. It's likely that we will continue to do weekend streams over weekday streams, purely because my weekdays tend to be quite chaotic at the moment. So it will likely be on a Saturday or Sunday, similar time to what we've done today. Yeah. But when I do live stream on a schedule, what I tend to do is I announce it in my community tab. So in YouTube, there's like a community tab, and I appreciate I didn't do it for this one because I announced it in videos instead. But in future, if I go back to doing a set schedule, I'll always announce it on a community post a couple days beforehand. Woohoo! Yeah, exactly. I usually miss your streams because it happens when I sleep. That's fair. That's fair. I can't. I try to cater for many people. This is why, yeah. Even though I feel like half the people that click the bell don't get the notification. I remember getting a very angry DM from you, Norley, once upon a time, being like, oh, I wasn't notified that your live stream had gone live. I was like, I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. I don't control this. I feel like YouTube does a terrible job at notifying people when I go live. In terms of videos, I don't know what the next video is going to be about, team. It's likely that synergy stuff won't really be a thing this phase, from me at least. Purely because I'm not going to have the time, effort, or energy to keep up with the top pushers. So I wouldn't expect to see many, if any, synergy videos. However, I will try to make some content, whether it's wishlist based, whether it's Digimon based, whether it's something else, I don't know. But you'll see some videos from me as we flow through phase 3. pushing stages alongside you. Yeah, exactly. And that tends to be what I enjoy live streams for, because it means that I can do my stages that can sometimes feel monotonous while also talking to you guys, and vice versa, because I'm pretty sure most of you will be pushing while listening to me.
A flawless finale.
A flawless finale. Oh, what I could do is I could put I could film the epilogue quest and make it into videos, and I could voice over it. That sounds like a terrible idea. I could record it for YouTube and make it into a little funny series with some voiceovers. I don't know if the epilogue quest is good though. I don't know if it's worth doing it. You'll watch it. I'm glad that I've got one of my 7 views secured. Right, thank you. Yeah, you're very welcome, Arnold. Thank you for the support. I'm on my way to 2,000 subscribers, guys. So funnily enough, we're coming up in September to the year anniversary of my channel. My first proper video that I put time and effort into was in September of last year. And yeah, I'm coming up to my year anniversary. So maybe we will have to do that.
Flawless finale. The world is
Have to do a little special for our year anniversary. I remember I set a goal to get to 500 subscribers after my first year. I felt like that would be a good thing. I wrote down, if I'm still doing this after a year, if I'm at 500 subscribers, I'll feel good. And I'm nearly at 2,000, so pretty cool. I've genuinely been blown away by the support, so. I know you can't, Noralia, I know. Here's an idea. I handicap you as a free-to-play account, so I make a video how free-to-players can clear. Yeah, there was always a desire that I do another kind of free-to-play start again from scratch. Maybe we do that when Digimon releases. Given how quickly it's likely that the Phase 3 Apex stages will go, maybe what will happen is we do it very quickly. Digimon comes out, and then we start a new account that's free-to-play, that's kind of like using the Digimon stuff. Something like that, maybe. I have no Auna, Birdie, also only 1 copy of Mihira, Saida, and Roland. Sounds like a sob story. I'm playing, I'm joking. Do you think I'll be able to survive stages of Phase 3? I do. I genuinely do. I think, given how Phase 2 was harder than what Phase 3 is looking to be and shaping to be, I think if players found comps in Phase 2 to overcome Apex, I'll do it for Phase 3. Puzzle's very good at the content that he makes. Puzzle is the face of this community. He is the face of the content creators for this game. He is the alpha. He is the top dog. Which is why I'm happy that I found my niche. And my niche was always going to be AFK Stages, because that's what I love. So, yeah.
Glory to Jura!
Alright, team. Another minute until we close down the giveaway. So if you haven't entered, it's !DC, standing for Dragon Crystals. There are 34 of you entered so far. So I'm just kind of sounding out that there are 34 of you. So make sure that you get your entries in. Make sure that you're, yeah, there's, no, I think that's still 34. I see you all. Let's see if we can see any back-to-backers potentially.
Glory to Jura!
Glory to Jura. Very nice. There's another one. Blast. Getting in there. Very nice, very nice.
Glory to Jura!
Glory to Jura. Okay. Dreamer is my alpha. Dreamer, you don't have to answer this, but do we think Homestead is now truly well and abandoned, apart from decorations? You should nickname Homestead to Home Dead. That's my call on that. Going to an MMO after you quit? I'm currently an orphan of an MMO to play. I don't know, if I'm honest, Rick. I don't know. I'm loving Guild Wars 2. I think that I'm looking forward to seeing what this whole Camelot Classic Plus stuff is from WoW when it is announced in September at BlizzCon. But yeah, I think we've got a while to wait for Guild Wars 3, so I don't know what's going to tide me over in the meantime. Elfie is, yeah, I've seen some of the Elfie lovers in the Discords. It's good to see other people doing content. I almost forgot Digimon will be coming. Yeah, Digimon comes, I think, is it the 18th of August, team? Is that when Digimon is coming out? In 9 days' time? Is that true? I feel like that's roughly where it was. Somebody said the 18th of August. I don't know if that was that date or not. Yeah? Okay, cool. Elfie's videos are very good. I'm glad we have content creators for PvP and AFK Stages. I think it's really important that we have content creators for every single niche, like Dream Realm, Arena, sorry, PvP, and AFK Stages, because I think that there are like 3 pillars of this game, and that's where I would put them down to. Yeah, I thought Brownie transitioned. I remember Brownie put out a video, right, where he started doing Pokemon content, like card opening stuff. Did he continue that, or has he stopped that? Is there a way to slow zoom and edit replays? Outside of manually editing, no. You can obviously you can slow down time through the utilization of this. But when you are in a replay, the only way you can do it is pause, which brings up this, and it's not very pleasant. Or you can slow down time. But outside of that, it's just record it, take it into some editing tools, and do it that way. Yeah, 18th of August. Ah, okay, fair. How far stages? So at the moment, people on Global are already in Apex. So yeah, his channel is dead, unless he had a second channel, which I'm not aware of. People are sweating. All right. All right, team. Let us do the pull. Best of luck to you all. Oh my god, that rhymed. Fucking hell. I'm a genius. So, good luck. There are 35 of you that possibly can win this. 3, 2, 1. The winner is... Estrella. Estrella, congratulations. You are the winner of today's massive prize, which is the 1500 Dragon Crystals. Congratulations. To claim your prize, all you need to do is... where is it? Where's the thing? All you need to do is send me your UID, and I will get you your gift. All right, very cool. I'm glad that we were able to do the 3 giveaways pretty comfortably and cozy today. We didn't have any dramas. We didn't have any people AFK. We didn't have any. That wasn't a dig at you, by the way, Midnight. I'm just saying we've done a giveaway before where somebody just flat never responded. So yeah, all good. Oh. All right, I've got it ready on my end. So whenever you are ready with your UID, I can do the transaction.
A flawless finale.
A flawless finale. Estrella, what are you going to buy? you might be able to get more copies of Roland now, which is cool. Have we caught the cow up yet? Where's the cow?
A flawless
Oh yeah,
finale.
you also you get
The
1,500
world
free
is
points.
quiet.
Oh, there's Darky. Hello, hello, Gov. Hello, Gov. How you doing? Good job, John. How it must be. You guys must be hearing this all the time. Oh, Bav's completing some stages for me. Go on, the Bav. Thank you very much. Send UID where? Sorry, Laggy Dreamer. No. All good. You send it here. If you just put it in the chat, then what I can do is I copy paste it out of the chat, and then I will send it to you in the game. That's all you need to do. So if you just put it here. Where's that mad cow? Oh, we're coming for him. We're on his fucking heels. I can taste the beef, cow. I'm coming for you, mate. I'm right there. We're right there. All good here. Dream has returned from about to push some more. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's pretty cool. You'll definitely get rolling. That's cool. But yeah, if you don't know where to find your UID, all you do is you go to your profile, and it's in the bottom right hand corner, and there's this nice little button here that just copies it to a clip pad, and then you can just paste it into the stream chat, and then I can copy paste it out and I can get you your gift. Thanks, by the way, Bav. I appreciate that. That was so intimate. What the hell? Serena. Valor Shield stage weird? Oh no. Is that what I'm about to come across? Can we jump over here? Let me just go back to ulting. Not gonna have enough damage. Now. Okay. Let's try Chippy for a little bit. You want to fight? You want to fight, mate? You want to go? You want to go? Okay, in this. Oh! Absolutely owned. Absolutely defeated. Look at that bird. Huh. Who's the winner? I'm the winner. Here's my UID. Perfect. That is what I needed. Thank you very much. Let me grab that quickly. Copy. And then we're going to go in here. Paste. And then we're going to press top up now. Actually, wait a minute. That is the wrong button. Rip Midnight. Don't throw yourself in the water, Midnight. It's okay to lose once in a while. It's not that bad. Come back from the edge of the water, please. Don't do it. Loot bar. Top up. Here we go. Bye-bye, ducky. Okay, perfect. Estrella, you should have the dragon crystals. You let me know if you don't receive them, but it's just been sent now. So let me know that you, what's the word? Let me know that you got it. Hello? Am I late? We have been going for 3 hours and 13 minutes. I don't know if you can classify that as being late. It feels like maybe it's on the cusp of being late. I feel like if you turned up for 3 hours and 15 minutes late of the film, somebody would consider that you are late. So I can't say that you're early. I can't say that you're late. But I would definitely say that you're more. Keep distracted, Dreamer, so I can get ahead. No. That's not the play. Whoa. None of that foul stuff here. Estrella, let me know when you what's the word, when it comes through in game, if you're already in game, just so that I can tick it off on my side that you've you've got your prize. If you missed 3 giveaways, you are indeed late. Midnight said it, I didn't. Look at this. Absolutely amazing Valara Roland. I adore it. So fucking good. So fucking good.
A flawless finale. The world
I'm not sure if this has been answered. Dimensional Heroes, Resonating Hall, top right, dimensional hiring. It had been answered, but that is very useful anyway. That is genuinely really good. Thank you for actually answering it as well. I was at my grandparents'. This is my great-grandpa's name day. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. I was watching the charm video before my phone died. Hopefully the charm video is useful for tomorrow and the upcoming week to give you an idea. Yeah. Yes, you got the crystals. Awesome. All right, we can tick that off on our side. Perfect. All right, team. That
flawless finale.
is pretty cool. Congratulations to our 3 winners today. Chippy with the Classic Gazette. Estrella with the Dragon Crystals. And somebody with the Premium. Fuck, won the Premium. I forgot who won the Premium Gazette. Somebody help me out. Anybody? Anybody remember?
Glory to Jura!
I think I'm getting Faramore and Sylvan tomorrow. We'll just have going on a rainbow until she's needed for DR. Fair. That's fair. Well, whoever it was that got the Premium Gazette, congratulations to you as well. Oh no. We lost. Cal's getting away. Somebody chase him down. Alright. Where are we? Here we are. Perfect. Let's level up this. I wasn't here for the giveaways, so I don't know who won. That's fair. I was here, and I still don't know who won. So, a lurker. Ah, okay, fair. I don't recall who it was. How are you feeling about Roland? Dude is an absolute unit in stages, even usable at low copies. He is a beast. He is absolutely a beast. He's fantastic. I think he's really, really good. And the fact that he's usable at 1 copy, Mythic Plus, and also S Plus, very, very good. Very, very good. We have so many boxes that we can open. Very nice. I don't know why we're not opening those, because they're just in a set order. Oh, by the way, you guys you keep seeing my wallpaper. Anybody know what this is? Anybody with an idea of what this is? Any guesses in the chat? Anyway, what do we have? We had this, then we had that, then we had that. Oh, I made a mistake on my list. Damn it. Well, hopefully somebody notices that. I instantly spent on Roland. Well, congratulations, Estrella. I'm genuinely glad that we were able to get you some more Roland stuff. Very, very cool. I'd like to have the faction buff come back. Yeah, I agree. Michael, I agree. I like the factional tiles more than I do the phantoms. It's Iron Man. It's not Iron Man. It looks like a sunset. It is a sunset. I was going to say it's Spider-Man. It's from Spider-Man, but feels wrong. It is from Spider-Man. You're right. It's one of the closing shots in Spider-Man. It's one of the closing from the new movie. Yep. I absolutely adored that movie. Genuinely adored it. It was so good, I had to watch it twice. you know what's really funny? I wear glasses, right? I wear glasses to make things slightly more HD. My eyesight is pretty good anyway, but it helps me see things in like high def. Like it makes things a lot sharper. And my partner bought me tickets to opening night of Spider-Man, and I forgot to put my glasses in my bag when we went to the gym. So we were sat in the cinema, and my partner was like, make sure you put your glasses on so that you can see the film in like full, awesome quality. And I was like, yeah, shit, yeah, I'll get them out. I had forgotten them. And I was like, oh, shit. So, I went back and saw it a second time with my glasses. So, I enjoyed it both times. And then, hilariously, the third one... I'm going to see it a third time because one of my best friends heard how I forgot my glasses the first time I went, didn't realise I had then seen it again, and bought me tickets to go see it this week with him as a like a catch-up thing. So, yeah, they're getting a decent amount of revenue out of me. Did they film it in Vancouver? They didn't. They filmed it. Some of the filming was done in Scotland. There was some sets in Scotland that we did. They did like a lot of the practical swinging effects in Scotland. There was a handful of people that will have seen probably some of the Instagram stuff, or maybe even seen it live. They did a lot of practical swinging, so I'm not going to spoil anything in the film. There is a sequence fairly early on where he is swinging through the city, and that's the most I'll say. And a lot of that practical effect all was taken in Scotland. Yeah.
Glory to Jura!
Glory to Dora. I've heard it's the best Spider-Man movie from fans, even better than the Raimi movies, which makes me intrigued. I think it's genuinely like an insanely good film. Yeah, Cow hit the nail on the head. Like, very good. The music was very good. The soundtrack was very good. The director was phenomenal as well. Yeah. If you've watched the film and you really liked it, and you are interested in hearing like some more about how it's kind of been put together, when you go through that journey of reading some of the interviews between the actors and the directors, and hearing some of the stuff that they improvised, but also some of the stuff that they had and the sequencing that they did, you will be actually shocked. Like, for example, I was genuinely shocked at what scene was the last scene to be filmed, and I was also genuinely shocked at how almost back to front the film was in terms of it being recorded or it being filmed. Yeah, not to give away, but the fighting scene as the film goes more towards the end was phenomenal. Yeah, Doomsday looks to be cool. Doomsday looks to be cool. Yeah, the director was the Shang-Chi director. Yes, DDC. DDC is phenomenal. Like, genuinely a really good person. If we need Saida S+ on stage, but we don't have her, how can we decide a replacement? So, it will come down to a few things. It will come down to what heroes you actually have. Like, yeah. So first and foremost, the first thing that you can do is when you go into an AFK stage, you can tick this box, so it shows the formations that you personally own. If you've got one copy Saida and it's like muddying it, then a way to mitigate that, or a way to get around that, is to try and see, like, try other heroes that you have in your roster that might be able to take her place. If what you're trying to do is crowd control everything in a central zone, maybe Sylvan. If what you're trying to do is have crowd control over the course of a big map, but you're having Sylvan in the team as well, then maybe try Siren. Things like this. It's about creativity, and it's about trying to figure out the problem in front of you, what Saida is solving, and then how you could take that into your own roster. Like, for example, Saida in Phase 1 solves so many problems, which is why she's substantially an amazing hero in Phase 1 of any season. Because she's not only a good crowd controller and energy denial, but she's also and also like a spot stunner. She's also fantastic damage. In this phase, her damage starts to fall off, and she becomes more of a controlling hero than a damaging hero. Did you ever see Dark Man Dreamer? I don't think I did. At least I don't. The name doesn't. The film name doesn't ring a bell. Is it good? You said it was Liam Neeson. Yeah, Liam Neeson. I don't think I've watched too much of Liam Neeson. Did anybody, talking and staying on the Spider-Man, did anybody watch Spider Noir? The series on Amazon Prime? I quite like that. I think it was pretty good. Also, we have the Street Fighter movie soon. Can't wait to see it. Is that the one with Cage? Is that the one with Cage? And it's quite comical. Comedical, wrong word. Really give it a little auto while I check out what Midnight sent me. It's so conflicting. Like, do you? Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that exact player. In fact, there's like a few of them. There's a few of them that have it. Basically, what they've done, Midnight, and you've already have guessed this. They have taken the advice from all of the people to save all your Rosie Jewels, and they will have pulled all of the Rosie Jewels and made it so that they got the skin and like a few of the other skins, because it's at around that time where you've got enough now to also get like a really good amount of dupes if you had saved all of them since the creation of them. Oh, that was Mortal Kombat. You're right. I was wrong. You're right. Team, if you missed it earlier, we did some merchandise revealing. Oh, you've got my leg up. Yeah, hold on. I've got to get back out of my comfy position. See a bit of skin there. We got some merch. This was the merch that was sent to us as part of the Creator Cup. You might have missed if you're late in the stream. We unboxed it. We got a new hammy. It's fucking massive. Its hat's a bit phallic. A bit strange, but pretty fucking cool. So we've got two hammies now. We've got a chibi and a real one. But the highlight was this. I'm just going to turn it upside down, first and foremost. Oh my god, showing ankle, I know, how dare I. And we can go on to full screen. It is a gala. Pretty fucking cool, and it's like a glittery effect. Like the glitter comes down. Pretty cool, right? Pretty fucking cool. Love that. Anyway. Amazing. Gala with the glitter. Gala is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I know. It's genuinely really cool. I thought it was going to be Aurora. If you look on the merch box one, it says that it was going to be Aurora. So when I saw Gala in the box, I was genuinely happy. I feel like we just timed out using this team. Maybe not. We just had to turn Bird off. Alright. Jealous? Good. I'm checking. It's pretty cool. We did get 8 of the exact same pins, which was a bit sucky. But that was the only duplication in all of the merch that we got, which is good. Is the hammy life size? Looks like it. It genuinely is crazy big. Jealous of the legs. Oh, thank you very much. I trained legs today. Like a good boy. I started with some lunges. Was lunging 20 kilograms in each hand down the turf. Absolutely disgusting. Then followed it up with what did I do second? Second, I did some bad girls, otherwise known as abductors. I did some like 60 kilogram abductors, 3 sets of 8. Well, 3 sets of like 8 to 10, but I failed at 8 constantly. Then I did some hip thrusts. I did 180 warm up, and then I did 205 my 3 working sets. And then last but not least, I cooled down with just some seated hamstring curls. Pretty good. I didn't buy the Faramore skin. You'll have seen. Wasn't a fan. Not my jam. Wow, I literally got free run by lending. I can invest in it. Can you build? You can build them through the season store, right, team? You have access to the season store as a new player. I'm not like smoking something there. Right.
Glory to Jura!
So, yeah, you can. All right, cool. So, basically what you do is you go into your Emporium, Arnold, and in here, if you come to the season store, you can buy basically these orange dimensional soulstone S levels. And these are universal. They work for any S level dimensional unit. And you can buy these with diamonds. And they go towards your, what's the word? They go towards basically free run copies. So you technically can, yes. I don't know if it's suggested, but you can. Nice, Fright. That's cool. We need to push some more tower at some point. I need to do the flip-flop of taking everything to 120. But yeah, we'll do that at some point. Oh, thank you so much. Very generous of you, game. An epic invitation letter. Have I done all my keys? I have. Perfect. Midnight. Do you want another fight? You want to have another go? Yeah. Apex is a thing. Yeah. Want another go? Want another go at it? Let's have a go at it. Duo. Magic duel. Want to go? See if Midnight wins. No? Oh my word. Doesn't want the double loss. Come on then, Serena. You're up. Razor Leaf. Did we win? Oh. Too easy. Yeah, people are in Apex already. They are already in Apex. They're Apex 200 or something crazy as well. I recently got... If I renew lending the unit, the upgrade are going to be the same. I believe when you re-borrow the unit, Arnold, it keeps the same ascension that you got it to previously. So if you manage to upgrade it to, say, Legendary Plus, the next time you come and pick it up, it would be Legendary Plus. If I've made a mistake there, I'm sure somebody will scream it out in the chat, but that was my understanding of how it works. Yeah, it is. It's good. Eventually it will become... Yes. After you've borrowed it a handful of times, it then makes it free to borrow as well. Oh no. My Selphira. She's died. Well, we absolutely got obliterated then. Let's try a different team. Go. Alright guys, we are coming towards the end of today's live stream. Just to let you know, we are going to start winding down. I'm going to do a few more AFK stages, and then I'm going to go work abs. I'm going to make some lunch. Sorry, some dinner. And then I will start pushing some more AFK stages.
The world is quiet.
There you go, what Chris said. Last thing, what's the best pick for the festive glorious hero chest? Is the festive glorious hero chest the one that we've just been given? Right, team? Or is it the one at the end of the normal AFK stages? I guess for the question back to you, Arnold, is it the one that has Roland available in it? I don't know why I'm saying this. I still have access to mine. I could just look at mine. Hold on. Is it this one? It has all these heroes. If it's this one, and you've not got any of these before, Arnold, my recommendation would be either one copy of Mahira or one copy of Roland. But I would probably say Mahira is the best bet. That would be my suggestion. Other people might have others, but mine would be more likely this lady here. If you have no copies of her, you know, if you're like, just for context, everybody, Arnold's brand new. I don't think they've pulled any Celestial Hypergean units. I would probably pick Mahira if that is the case, if you've got nothing. However, I wouldn't fault you for also picking Roland. He does work at one copy in AFK stages. Yes. He has some use at one copy, yes. But he's obviously better the more you have. Mahira is substantially just a beast at one copy. So yeah, Arnold, I would suggest one copy of this hero here, Mahira, if you don't already have something of her. The reason for that is Mahira is really good at one copy in AFK stages. For example, Midnight and I were just bantering on Discord because there are players that literally have the Rosie Store skin for Mahira, but they only have one copy of her. Because she's that good at one copy that you don't need to take her too high unless you're flush for cash and flush for resources. I don't pull yet any either. Yeah, so I would pick Mahira then. I would pick the hero that we were just showing you. That's my buddy. He has... There's so many of them, Cow. There's so many of them. I'm seeing loads. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Look at Cow. Where is he? Oh, look at him beasting away. He's absolutely flying. Go on, my son. Alright, team. We're going to do one more stage. Get one more stage bashed out. And then I think we're going to conclude. And then I got to go train my abs so that I can look like Tom Holland in Spider-Man. I know what you meant, right? I know what you meant.
A flawless finale.
A flawless finale.
The world is quiet.
Okay, team. That is everything for today. Genuinely... Wait, what happened to Cow? Why is Cow a deer? What did you do to poor Cow? That is everything for today. Look at him. Look. Bloody hell. That is everything for today. If you want to be in the final parting shot, come over here. Genuinely, I really appreciate it. I genuinely really appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to appear here. Thank you so much for coming by the stream. I hope that it was good to be back, because I found it good to be back. If you haven't, please go ahead, like the live stream. It means a lot. It means a lot for my discovery. It means a lot just for the video in general. So please and thank you. If you've enjoyed today, hopefully we'll be doing more of these on Saturdays and Sundays in the future. Keep an eye on the community page. I will let you know when the next live stream is. Thank you again to Lilith for the cool merchandise. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that is everything. And we will go to the sign-off screen. That's not the sign-off screen. That's the sign-off screen. All right, see you later. See you later, John. See you later, John. That's a reference for Panda. Thank you so much. I can see somebody charging. Look, ladies and gentlemen, there's somebody charging to be part of the goodbye. I just saw them over here somewhere. I don't know if they're coming, but yeah, somebody was around there. Anyway, team, thank you so much. Genuinely, really appreciated. Need to update Mahira. Oh, here comes Bambi. Fucking charging across the water. Okay. All right, team. See you later. Love you lots. Bye. Congratulations to all the winners again. Awoo. Oh, yeah. Awoo. I forgot about the awoo. All right.